Cool. I think I'm back now. Sorry about that, guys. In my hubris, I had the audacity to attempt to load a file to Roll20 while someone was talking. That was my bad. Completely bad. Sorry about that. It should be fixed now. Trey Scare, welcome to the show.
Hi again. Take two.
Go through all that shit again.
Yeah, so. Hi guys, Trisker here. You last heard me running the absolute mayhem that was Powder Keg, and now I'm actually, at Kit's Tender Mercies here. For those of you that have not followed along, I'm a variety caster, much like Kit. I tend to do much more chill streams. I did knitting for a while on stream, but kind of fell off of doing that. Nowadays, it's just stream when I can, usually on Mondays. And yeah, hopefully getting back to doing that shortly. Beyond that, you'll find me at least mildly interesting. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Trisker.
Indeedy. And glad to have you with us tonight. We'll be talking to you about your character in just a little bit. Right now it's just personal introductions. Mm-hmm. And thank you very much for bearing with me while I destroyed your intro by breaking the stream. Again, very sorry for that, chat. We'll be moving forward now.
It's revenge.
It is revenge. That's fair. It is revenge. Speaking of revenge, you know her, you love her. She puts me through hell and back frustratedly, and now it's my turn to kill her. The absent-minded halfling herself, Birch Mila, welcome to the show.
Hello, folks. How you doing?
It's your turn to die. Tell people a little bit about who you are, where we can find you, and all that good stuff.
I am Birch Mila, here and on Discord. I do art for Kitstream, and I also do tabletop shenanigans, but mostly art and stress.
And you are awesome. And you're going to be playing Tales from the Loop with us tonight.
Indeed.
And our final returning character that you guys know very well, I can't seem to shake him off my leg. He likes my tabletop games a bit too much. Brightwind Inc., welcome to the show.
I don't have a problem. What are you talking about?
I don't have a problem. You have a problem.
Brightwind Inc. is on every single Open Dice Night show ever.
I mean, the last two.
And Soy.
Yeah.
And Paradise and Limbo.
I forget, were you in Talon's Grasp?
He was not in Talon's Grasp, no.
Then you were not in every DA ever.
No, but he's in a shitload. But that's okay, because he knows how we work and he brings good stuff to the table. Why don't you tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what you do?
I am Brightwind Inc. I do mostly character art for, like, the character art you see in Swords of Iron and Paradise and Limbo. I do occasionally do logo work and design work, just art in general, really. And you can find me at Brightwind Inc. on Twitter, DeviantArt, and Facebook, and on Discord.
And for this special short campaign, this little adventure that we're all on, we do have several newcomers joining us, of whom I am very proud and pleased to have everyone here, but probably none more so than the person who has been nagging me to be on DA almost as much as the illustrious Swoosh and such. Nightfall67, welcome at last to the show.
Fuck.
First word in the show. Job done.
Whoops.
Yep.
Grace, I think he studied under your school.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Hello. I am Nightfall67. I moderate for Kit, one of his keepers. Fuck.
He's flailing, I love it.
And I have streamed occasionally.
You have?
Yes, I have.
For those of you who don't know, oh yeah, sorry, I was opening up my snack. Sorry about that, guys. For those of you who don't know, Nightfall is also a psychology major, and he has more money than God.
I do not. I am a poor child. I do not have Starnet's money. I did not go to the gas station, see the plushies, the candy bar, and buy both.
I feel like I missed something there.
I know how to wind him up, Trisky. That's what you missed.
Oh dear.
But welcome to the show, Nightfall. Glad to have you. We're gonna have some fun tonight, and you're gonna die first. So
I already know this. Unless Bright makes a worse joke than I do.
And taking the keepers out of the rotation, we do still have. This is a big group tonight. We have some other people to welcome to the show. A lot of heart. How do I say this? A firm member of our community. Little bit spastic, but good guy, all in all. Guy Gamzee, welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody.
Why don't you tell people who you are and what you do?
Y'all know me as Guy Gamzee. I try to stream, but I don't really have the time for it. I'm usually just throwing ideas out of hell itself in the library on Discord.
Are you ready for a little adventure tonight and for the next couple Saturdays?
Oh, definitely.
Cool. And last, but certainly not least, he was in the first ever Open Dice Night, and he's back because it's funny. Delta 008, welcome to the show.
Hello, how's it going?
How you doing, Delta?
I'm doing good.
How you been?
I'm fine.
Why is Nightfall breaking?
Because Nightfall?
I'm sorry.
It's Nightfall.
So
I've
Delta,
been
why don't you
giggly
tell
all day. Sorry.
why don't you tell the
Sorry.
chat a little bit about yourself?
It's not really much to tell. I'm one of the few that hang about. Well, not one of the few. One of the many that hang about Kit's Discord. You'll find me usually playing either Warframe or Destiny, depending on what it is, what I feel like.
You like shooting things.
I like shooting things, like blowing things up. Come at me. Wow.
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 Okay, you actually did it. Well done. So, as always with Open Dice Night, with Dice-Icive Action, there's not going to be a lot happening on the screen. Unfortunately, the fact of the matter is, it's too expensive to do a cool overlay for every single Open Dice Night. So, there's not going to be a lot happening on the screen for the next little bit. But, you know, this is a perfect time for you guys to relax and do other stuff while we basically perform a radio play for you guys, you know, letting it play out behind your eyes while you study for exams, make dinner, work on your car, hang out with your family, walk your dog, whatever. If you need to go podcast mode and just listen to this stuff, that's completely fine. But for now, I want to talk about a little bit about what we're going to be doing. So, Open Dice Night up until this point has been one shot. It's been one episode or two if they need to finish it up. You know, very insular stories. But what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to showcase, is you guys can have Open Dice Nights that run a little bit long. A Little Adventure is going to run for 5 episodes, both as a test of myself to tell a complete story in 5 episodes, and you know, a little bit of a longer Open Dice Night to let people kind of get comfortable with the concept. Open Dice Night, at its core, is a chance for new GMs, new systems, and new players to come in, you know, up on the stage, have some fun, hang out with us for an evening, or in this case, for several. Every Saturday for the next 5 weeks, including today, will be a continuation of this story of A Little Adventure. We're using the Tales from the Loop system, but I've modified it heavily, and you'll see that right from the word go. These characters are Dungeons & Dragons style races and classes. They are heroes and adventurers in Potentia. But if you know anything about Tales from the Loop, Nightfall, you're echoing terribly, stop it. If you know anything about Tales from the Loop, then you know that this is a game about kids. These are younger than what it usually is for Tales in the Loop, and this is in a setting with dungeons, dragons, goblins, gnolls, beholders, yeah, you fixed it, and all kinds of other stuff brought forward, and these are how the kids deal with that situation. And we'll be talking about the main plot once we get into the actual game itself, which will be shortly. But before we get to that, I just want to remind people that I do a more cinematic GMing style. When I tell a story, I'm talking about costume designs and actors playing certain roles. I'm talking about lighting and cuts and all of this other stuff, special effects, that stuff. That is how I tell the story. That is how I GM. I noticed when I did Redline a couple of years ago that a couple of people in chat really didn't care for that style, and so I like to, when I start a new story, to kind of tell people that that's what they're in for, because I don't want them to waste their time. I don't want them to waste their time if they don't like that, and I don't want them to shit on other people's good time if you don't like that. So, you guys, regulars here, you know what I'm about. Newcomers, I understand if that's not your jam. Tabletop role-playing games are a very niche thing, and while I want Open Dice Night to be accessible, words are hard, to as many people as I can, I understand that can't always be the case. For now, let's go ahead and get into this game. And you're going to be seeing a lot of this image for now, but probably what we're going to see in the future is people adding to this. And this is actually the first thing that I want to mention to my players. As you guys go out into the world on your little adventure, as you encounter obstacles, I encourage you to fill in this map. Obviously, from the perspective of your characters, put it in, this incredibly scientific process. And if you're not very good at drawing, good. As you can see, this is a masterpiece, and only a skilled artist should mess with it. No,
I resemble that fact.
Like, draw in a stick figure ogre or whatever, that's fine. And have fun. Just the caveat to that is, and I'm not looking at anyone in particular, but you know who you are. Don't draw dicks. Don't draw dicks on my map. But within reason, if you want to. But yeah, if you want to actually fill in the map as you go, that's great. For now, I want to take a minute and let you guys introduce your characters, and then I'll introduce the world, and then we'll get started. So let's go down the list, and you guys can go ahead and describe. Well, you don't necessarily have to describe them, but talk a little bit, just 2 or 3 sentences about your characters. And let's start with the twins. Rock'em Sock'em.
All right, who wants to go first? Rocket, I'll do it. So I play Rockham, the one you see with the bow and the arrow. He is a Goliath, around 11 years old.
Might want to switch to the character screen.
I did.
Oh, I'm looking at the screen, but sorry.
I'm on the screen that I want to be on, Nightfall, but thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead, Bright.
Rockham is an 11-year-old male Goliath, and is a twin brother to someone you'll meet in a minute, Stockham. And he specializes in pretty much just helping out around town, hunting, skinning, doing that sort of thing, trying to keep people safe the best he can. Yeah.
Did I make that up?
Yep.
Okay. Stockham is your classic big boy meathead. He likes to punch stuff and he likes to give hugs. He does lots of odd jobs around town. Often will help out his brother when hunting, and is usually the cause of any wildlife issues they have.
So we have the twins. We have the Goliath twins, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but they're 11 years old. They're actually the oldest members of this party, I believe. So that's fun. You've got 2 11-year-old Goliaths and a whole lot of other things. So we'll catch up to that in a minute. I believe the second oldest is Broden. Broden is the second oldest, or is it Lawrence? Which one of you is older?
Braden's 10.
Yeah, so's Lawrence.
Okay.
Oh, same.
Yeah. So Broden, why don't you go ahead and?
You mean Dylan?
Yeah, I'm calling you by character name.
Fair enough. Braden's a wee half-orc, wee stealthy boy, because he got a kind of cloak off of his mother, who is a retired bard. He's the kind of person that goes around and just kind of helps everybody where he can, because he's not exactly got his own things to do, because his mother's like the talk of the town. Everyone comes to her for things. He is given things. Helpful sort, but he usually sticks to the shadows if he can.
He's going to be the power behind the throne once he hits puberty.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I don't know if you guys caught up, but is it Braden or Broden? How do you say it? Braden. Braden is a little half-orc. So we have a Goliath Ranger, a Goliath Barbarian, and a half-orc rogue. Lawrence?
And then we get to little Lawrence, who is also 10 years old and happens to be basically the handyman, the jack of all trades. But blacksmithing is kind of his forte. So that's what he tends to take care of. Any metalworking, repairs, heavy lifting that the Rockman and Stockman can't take care of, or they are needed for, is his forte, and he tends to be pretty social about it.
And what is your specialty that you should probably mention to people?
The specialty for Lawrence in specific is, would that be my pride?
No, that would be the thing that you can do.
Specialty is basically just being a blacksmith.
I meant the other thing, Prince Zuko.
Oh, yeah, I can kind of summon fire.
Yeah, that was the thing that I was referring to. The fact that you're a sorcerer that can control fire.
Yeah, by the way, fire.
Yeah, by the way. By the way, I'm a little bit of a pyro mage.
Yeah, by the way, I'm a fucking firebender. Kind of slipped my mind there for a second.
just a little bit of pyromancy. Not like I have any control over it.
I roll.
Not much. I mean, it kind of already bit me in the face.
Yeah, and we'll get to that. we will get to it biting you in the face. Constance?
Yes.
Sorry, you caught me away from the mouthful.
Yeah, that was my point. That's exactly why I did that.
Because of course you did.
Sorry. So, Connie is 9-year-old tiny tiefling. Bright red. And she's a little misproportioned, so her tail is way longer than it ought to be right now, because her legs haven't caught up. But yeah, she is learning to do medicine and also turn into critters and animals.
So you are a...
Druid.
So tiefling druid. Mm-hmm. And last but not least, the munchkin of the group of munchkins, we have Pierce.
Hi. Well, Pierce is, of course, the youngest of the group. He's what could be considered a smart one, or as a lot of the other kids would call him. I'm sure Kate will help me out with. He is a nerd, pretty much.
You're looking for a wizard?
No, I'm saying what the other kids would call him. His bookworm.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, he is a wizard. His mother's a wizard. People, right word, scared of his mother. And the thing about it is, his mother is Helicopter.
Yes, you have a helicopter wizard mom.
And Helicopter and Wizard is... Oh, and he has a little bird that follows.
Yes, you have a little,
Bagpipe.
yeah, you have a little magpie familiar. And I'll go ahead and put the character art back on the screen briefly now that you've had your introduction. We've got Lawrence, Connie, and Pierce on the left, and we've got Rock'em, Sock'em in that order, and Braden on the right there, as they're making their way on their little adventure, which is precisely what we're going to be doing. I'm going to take a few minutes to introduce the world for you guys, because a lot of what I'm going to say is not going to make sense over the course of this campaign. I will be describing things in much too hyperbolic detail. Things are not going to make logical sense, and that's because our characters are children, and I'm going to be trying my best to, describe the world and have them interact with the world as children would. And to that end, this map needs a little bit of explanation. They are all from the same village in the forest. It's a equal parts farming and forested village. They might have a name for it. None of them know it. It's just the village, or it's home. It's where they spend most of all of their time. And there is nearby, air quote nearby, the city. It is not necessarily anything special. It's not the jewel of the kingdom. It's not necessarily, where any of the kings or gods live. It's just the city. Because how could more than one of these exist? There's so many people. It must be the entire rest of the world. It might have a name. The children have never thought to ask. It's simply the city. And I say that to say that the city is the goal of our little adventure. And that is precisely what we're going to do. You see, it is harvest time in the village. It is, crisp autumn air. The trees of the forest are every color of the rainbow, as if a merry fire lit the air around them. You can see your breath in the mornings, but it's high time to get the plants, off the vine, as it were, gather them up in bushels and prepare for the winter. But one day, in this village, an oddly dressed man comes in on a fine horse, and he comes and he nails a piece of paper to the notice board in the middle of the village, and there's a great commotion. And he explains that, in 3 days' time there will be a feast in honor of the heroes who saved the Duke, whomever the Duke is, from. Well, I don't even think it says from what. I think it just says to save the Duke. There will be a feast and a festival in their honor to, as thanks for what they did. They will be given, medals. They will be given accolades and possibly some land by the Duke. And it's combined with the Harvest Festival. It's a big deal. And then he leaves, and we fade in on our story sometime later, probably later that same evening, and we see probably Pierce. We see Pierce, the little Pierce, standing at the notice board with that piece of paper in his hand, and he reads it, and Pierce takes off running through the town. And do we know where you're heading, Pierce? Do you wanna tell people where you're going? We know that you're not going home.
Oh yes, we're going to the treehouse, aren't we?
You have a clubhouse, yes, where you
Yes.
and your various friends were set to meet in the early afternoon as people were taking a break from their chores, and as as the adults were getting ready to go out into the fields for the evening. So we see Pierce running through this small, medieval style hamlet. Tripping over a mud puddle, moving out of the way of a plow laden, or not a plow laden, a cart laden donkey, and finally climbing this half-formed and long abandoned archer's tower at the edge of the town and just before the forest. We hear a light commotion come in, and we cut to the top of this tower as Pierce's hands on the top of his head, appear at the top, and we see the others sitting around in various positions. How do we see all of you? Like, what are you doing? Like the twins, what are the two of you doing as we see you at the top of this tower?
I'm probably standing currently, just kind of leaned up against like one of the sides of the tower. Like,
Okay.
I assume there's walls on the inside of it.
Yes.
Yeah, probably leaning up against one of those, just having conversation with everyone here.
Okay.
Arms folded, probably, just relaxing, really.
Salcom, how do we see you?
Sokka would most likely be sitting down, talking with everyone, doing his usual slamming his knuckles against a chunk of metal.
Okay. Connie, are you up here already?
Probably.
What are you doing?
She would be. I don't know what she would be doing. I think she would be trying to make sense of the scrap of paper she is holding in her hands with some sort of writing on it.
Fair enough. Brayden, are you up here already?
I'd say he's just coming in and gives a happy still in the wave to everyone.
So so you got there
And then-
shortly before Piers.
Yes.
Okay. And then Lawrence, are you already there?
Yeah, and honestly, I would have probably brought a project with me to just keep myself occupied.
Like some sewing or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some small repair job.
The topic of conversation amongst all of you right now would be this festival. These heroes, whatever heroes are, going to be getting medals from the Duke, but you know what the word festival means. Mm-hmm. And you know how long 3 days is. So you have all, Pierce, yourself included, have asked your parents, can we go to the city? We have some of the harvest is ready. Can we go and see this festival? And all of you, in one form or another, were told no. And you are here.
Oh.
You are here, yeah, precisely. You are here to break the news to your compatriots that, unfortunately, none of you got permission to go, and I will leave the floor to you on that note, as Pierce is climbing into the tower.
But it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity!
Hey, Pierce.
Hey.
Man, this just isn't fair.
That's what the thing said, right?
Yeah.
I really wish we could have went.
Yeah, Mom probably said no to us, too.
Yeah,
Not
no,
fair.
there's gotta be something we can do.
We could go.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Like,
What?
just us?
You can't be serious.
Mom would
Make
kill
me
me.
mad?
Forget kill me, she'd never let me leave the house again. Ever.
I mean, once in a lifetime opportunity, though.
I mean, I could easily sneak out, but could we actually make it?
I mean, between all of us, sure, but
Rocks in the woods all the time. You have to have a good bearing on direction.
True.
We
Sure,
don't
but-
know what in between here and the city.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen out there? Maybe a bear at most, but
and Laura just leans over and looks at him. Gee, what is the worst that could happen?
We could die.
you'll be fine. You got us two. I like
You will find
leave
a
a hand out
dragon.
the high five my friend. I am left hanging. It is sad.
You only live once, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Well, we won't be gone too long, right? We just go see what's there, come back.
It'll just be a few days.
Yeah. We can try and grab some food on the way.
And I can restock my. And I can get more plants.
Why do we need plates?
Because medicine.
I can at least try to keep us dry if you bring a few things.
See, we got this. We're fine.
We ever get low on meat, and if we ever run into, we got meat.
Exactly.
Well, I'm
Sure. We'll be gone for a couple days. We'll be back. They won't even notice.
Yeah, let's do this.
Worst case scenario, our dog comes with the witch lady.
As the camera slowly zooms in on Pierce.
I don't know. This is a bad idea.
We'll be fine. There's what, 6 of us? We'll be fine.
Pierce's hummingbird chirps indignantly.
Okay, 6 and a quarter?
7.
Is it a hummingbird or a magpie? I apologize.
It is a magpie.
It is yeah. So Lawrence is 6 and a quarter, and the magpie like flies at him. Lawrence, I'm gonna need you to make a move roll.
Oh, God. I mean,
no.
I would be used to this by now, wouldn't I?
No,
God, hang on.
Lawrence, you need to make a move roll.
Yeah.
It's fine. First roll of the game. Let's go.
Yeah, this is gonna.
Do I need question? I didn't
Yo.
do this before. Do I need a name for the magpie?
If you want one, then you certainly can. Yeah, that about figures. So
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
indignant chirp, and then the magpie, like fucking Flit in Pocahontas, flies it at Lawrence, and Lawrence is like batting at it ineffectually
God.
and flailing like an anime character.
Pierce panically reaches out because he knows if that bird poofs, it's going to be a hell of a time to resummon.
Yep. I mean, it listens to you, Pierce, so it'll just like fly back over to you. Like a Disney character, it'll sit on your arm and just glare at Lawrence.
I'm sorry, are you telling me we have the angry
Get
bird?
back over here.
Yes, we do.
Yes, you have the angry bird.
I'm just imagining the pissed off bird from Black Clover.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
He would basically yell at the bird. Get back over him. No, he would say, "Don't get poof."
Yeah, and the bird would land back on your arm and look pissed off at Lawrence. And Nightfall, or Pierce, you would get an image in your head of just like the opening of the village trail from the bird.
Ah.
What do you think, guys? And bird.
Not entirely sure what the trail beginning of the village, but
You're cutting out real bad, Nightfall.
I'm not entirely sure what the image of the beginning of the village trail means, but
Let's go.
okay. Yes.
But you can interpret it however you want. The bird can't talk.
Bird can't talk.
It could also be saying, "Hey, it's this way."
Yeah, also good.
Yeah. It's a destination marker.
Pierce would look at the bird sitting on his shoulder and sigh. But if we get caught, I'm blaming all of you.
I mean,
I'm fairly sure the twins can tie you up and make it look legitimate if you like.
I mean, if you're gonna try and throw all of us under the cart, you're coming with us.
yeah. There's no cart to be thrown under, though. We'll be fine.
I can find
fair.
a cart to throw at you.
No, thanks. I'm good.
But if we are going, first thing to do would be get some supplies.
I need my thing.
How much could we possibly need? Just some food and we'll be fine, right?
Yeah, we're gonna need at least shelter.
Anything you take runs the risk of being seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you guys to balance that.
Yeah, we're also kids, so I don't know how much of stuff we would think of. So,
and how much you can carry as
heroes
well.
in the city.
Yep.
Yes,
I mean, something hard is borrowed out.
So each of you can think of one thing,
Hey.
and let's see what you guys want to take.
Snacks.
Choosing does not mean you will get it, for the record. So you can, like, each of you, like, we see you guys, like, deciding to go, and then we get the crossfade of, like, the 6-way split screen of all of, like, what it's gonna be is, like, it's gonna be, like, a snapshot of one of you trying to get one of the supplies, and then that's gonna fade into one of the corners, and then it's gonna, like, freeze frame, and then we're gonna do that for all 6 of you. And so what are you, each of you going to try to go and get?
I'll try and get like a canteen of water.
So, okay, so Braden's gonna go get a canteen of water. Keep a note of that. Sock'em?
Good bit of bread.
So snacks. Connie?
Blanket.
Blanket? Rock'em?
Would extra arrows count?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Okay. Pierce?
Connie kind of stole the idea that I was.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
You can also get a blanket.
What you getting, Pierce?
Whatever comes to mind.
It doesn't have to be a good idea.
Yeah.
It can, in fact, be a bad idea.
Yes.
You could just be like a book to read on the way or something.
You can steal your mom's reagent pouch.
Oh god.
Oh, that would get her attention.
Yes, it would.
Oh, dear.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Again.
The other option is money.
Mm.
None
He
of
only
you
has
have said money so far.
We're little kids who think for money.
True.
Yeah.
Pierce, what are you getting?
I don't think we would even have an understanding of money.
Pierce would. Pierce the
Pierce
only
would.
one. Yeah,
I
he's the only
say
one.
Pierce would go to try to get money.
Okay, so Pierce is gonna try to get money. That's gonna be hilarious. Lawrence?
Probably a length of rope from his work area.
Okay, yeah, totally. So, like, Lawrence, I don't even think you need to roll.
I think I've probably got the safest proposition here.
Yeah, like, if you go to your work area and you get a rope and a couple of other small things, like, nobody is gonna question you. So we get the shot of, like,
it's
we get the fucking Kids Next Door sequence of Lawrence just like walking over. That's what this is. That's what this is.
And I
It's a fantasy version of Kids Next Door.
Like,
dear God.
so Lawrence just like goes over to his tool belt or his little like handyman area and grabs some rope and leaves. We get the freeze frame, and then Brockham, you've actually also got a pretty easy one. Just go and get extra arrows. You fit those in your quiver. You know, like we probably get like the comics like speech bubble of you saying going hunting, and then that just goes up and freeze frames. Salcom, where are you getting bread? Like, there's plenty of options. I'm just wondering which one you're choosing.
I know, I'm trying to think of the one that would be conspicuous for bread to be gone from.
I mean, there's least conspicuous, and then there's also easiest to obtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally just, like, grab a pie off a windowsill.
I mean, hey, why not? Let's go with that.
Okay.
That is a thing.
Like, do you pay attention to who you get it from, or do you just take the first thing on the windowsill that's edible that you see?
I mean, I would probably be pretty careful about who I take it from, avoiding.
Yeah, because you don't want to steal it from Mom Wizard.
I would try to avoid everyone who's all the parents of the ones of us involved.
Okay.
If they now I'm not saying our parents are stupid, but
Right. But so so I'm gonna be a huge asshole here and say that it sounds like you're trying to calculate.
You gotta remember you're a kid.
no.
So why don't you go ahead and make a calculate roll for me?
oh my goodness, boy.
This should be fun.
I'm big, but I'm a big old meathead.
Yep.
Yup.
Oh, that's gonna be.
This will end well.
Oh, it's a 0.
Yep.
Oh.
So you're thinking about like what to do, and the smell, because it's harvest time, the smell of like a blackberry pie just completely
God.
distracts you, Salcom,
no.
and you find yourself in front of a windowsill with a pie on it, and you have no idea where it is, where you are specifically. But there is a house with a very, very good smelling pie in front of you. Do you take it?
I want to say yes, but sneakily, but you're gonna make me roll, and I have no points in it, so I'm just gonna take it and run.
You're gonna take it and run. All right. So we get the shot of Salcom like just grabbing the pie and hauling ass as his fingers turn red from the hot pie tin. That's phenomenal. And then it freeze frames, and then we cut to Connie. Where are you going?
Great.
I think she would just go get the blanket from her bed.
So you're gonna go to your house. Okay. Like, do you interact with your grandma, or?
Probably like a hi grandma, bye grandma.
Just
Okay. That's gonna be a roll. Make
Randomly
a
running up with the blanket.
make a charm roll just to make sure that you don't get asked what the fuck you're doing.
It's like, where have you been, and where the heck do you think you're
I'm
going?
picturing it's like she's cooking or something in the kitchen. She's, hi, bye.
Yeah, exactly. make a charm roll, Connie. Let's see.
Charm.
I'd like to think that Connie's grandma doesn't turn around. Where are you going?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
she's fine.
not even an issue. You just pop in. Grandma's stirring a pot over the fire. Hi, Grandma. Grab blanket. Bye, Grandma. She glances up, and then you just see her just chuckle to herself and shake her head. Goes back to stirring the pot. Yeah, totally. So Pierce,
Oh dear.
you're gonna go get money.
This should be good.
And there's only 3 places in town that you know that money is. Your mom,
I'm sure as hell not gonna try that.
Mrs. Braden's mom, and Dad Lyeth.
Okay, so here's the thing.
So how doomed are you?
Let's see. I actually have a bit of a plan for this, but I know that always goes wrong.
Okay.
Not going to go to Dad Lias because dead.
Okay.
Not going to Mom Wizard because dead. I'm gonna
There wouldn't be
choose the
enough
other
left to
choice.
compare.
So you're gonna go to Mrs. Braden's mom, the one that everyone in town likes.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, Pierce doesn't want to die.
I mean, with Dad Goliath, you probably have your best chance of sneaking around him.
Yeah. Like, but
That actually is
he's made his decision.
Yes.
So you go to Brayton's house, which is
If I may,
yo.
I was going to get the canteen from my house as well. So is there a chance that I could maybe help with a sneak?
Maybe. I don't know if he told you what he was doing.
Well, we'd be going to the same area.
I mean,
Right, but you're bigger than he is. You're faster. Like
Longer length.
no,
For,
no. Okay, so Brayden, first of all, you need to make. There's a sneak skill, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to
Sneak
roll
body.
sneak to first. Oh, you have a special item though that gives you a bonus
Yep.
to your sneak. So yeah,
Yep.
roll your special item to get this canteen. And oh yeah, 2 successes.
Yep.
And then as you're leaving, you see Pierce walking up to your door, and he's doing that little kid thing where he's obviously up to something, but he's trying not to look like he's up to something.
What are you up to, Pierce?
He looks down nervously, and then I wanted to get some money for our trip.
And you were going to ask my mum?
The magpie puts its head under its wing.
Oh, hell.
His elbow magpie. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hands up the canteen. I'll be back in a minute.
I'll be back in a minute. So you pass Pierce the canteen?
Yes.
Nice.
That works.
Okay, so shit. Okay,
All I
so
was going to do when I was.
wait, I mean, do you take the canteen, Pierce?
Yes.
Because if you take the canteen, Brayden is gone like the wind.
Yeah.
So Brayden, I have a question for you. Do you know what money is?
Well, yeah, because I would have seen mum. But
Okay.
Bard mum. But
I'm curious how much you intend to take.
how much does a child think's a lot? Around about £10.
Oh,
That's
$5 whole.
like real talk. Your mom probably has a gold coin that she told you never to touch.
yeah.
If you want to try to get that,
I mean, I'm not that stupid.
I mean,
You're also level 8.
listen, I'm substantially older than Brayden, and I'm that stupid. So, I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah. Right? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't chance that because also Pride, like Anchor. No, it's not Anchor. What is it? Fuck is it?
I mean, the other money she has is probably in like a jar somewhere.
So I got a question, Kit.
10,000 pennies.
Yo,
How does the scale of money work in that at all?
you wouldn't know.
It'll probably just be, "Oh, we have monies. Come in."
I mean, wouldn't Pierce's mom have taught him anything
Yes,
about money?
yes, but she
I mean, like,
probably not extensively. Like, she probably would have told you, like, money can be exchanged for goods and services, effectively. But, like...
so nothing like so many copper equals a silver, so many silver equals gold.
No, I wouldn't say she would have.
Maybe just to teach you arithmetic, but I don't think you have a frame of reference, like, how much is a banana $10? Like, you don't have a frame of reference, like...
Okay, yeah.
And so to that end, Brayden, like, I don't think you do either. So, like, how much do you take? Because that's going to determine how hard this roll is.
A handful.
You're gonna reach into the jar and grab a handful of random coins.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I would say I wouldn't go for the coin that she says do not touch because Drive want to make her proud.
Right.
If I was to take that, I'd be like, can I?
Okay. So make another sneak check with your cloak. The target number is going to be 2. And if you roll 1, you can get out without getting caught, but you don't get any money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we get the shot of like Brayden like steps on a floorboard and it creaks, and you hear like from the back of the house you hear like a woman's voice say like, "Who is it?" And then you just like grab the jar, you set it on the floor, you reach in, you grab. We see a glint in your hand. You don't even look at it. You just shove it into your belt pouch and then put the jar back and run out the door.
Okay.
What Pierce was probably going to do in this situation was probably try to use his magic.
Oh no.
That could have ended disastrously.
But I am so
10 minutes
glad that
from now when the
Brayden
house is
came
on fire.
And so all of you like, so we follow Brayden and Pierce as you guys like run up to the edge of the village, and you see the farmland beyond the trees as you get there, and everybody else is waiting for you, and they all have their supplies. Connie is wrapped up in a blanket. Yeah, Salcom is holding a pie. Actually, Salcom has a pie at his feet and he's blowing on his hands.
Even get that.
Now you know what? what Connie probably would have done when she saw him with the pie is just took the pie from him, set it on the blanket, handed the blanket with the pie on top of it to him.
There you go. And you're all now at the edge of the village. For the record, it's like mid-afternoon.
Perfect time to get going.
4 o'clock.
And the road is stretching out before you.
Right, so as, let me, names.
Who are you looking for?
The guy that I was with.
Pierce.
Pierce.
I'm just trying to remember names at the moment.
No worries.
So it's like me and Pierce are like walking towards the edge of the town. I would like ask for the canteen back because I have a pouch I can put things in.
Hmm.
So I've now have the money and the canteen.
Yep.
In a pouch.
You jingle, just for the record.
Yeah.
Can we count how much he has, or are we not concerned with that at the
Yeah.
You can count it, but he hasn't shown it to you yet.
Obviously when we get to the edge of the town, I'd like show.
Oh, so
I'm
you guys are gonna have show and tell at the edge of town?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So you guys are all like out, beyond the watchful eye of the adults, around the hang on. Yeah, Gracie, I'll do that after today. Just remind me.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys like are away from the village, out of the trees. This is well in the area that you play in before, so nobody's gonna think anything of it. As you gather around and you show each other your spoils of war. So Sonkom has a full-size pie.
That'll last a day.
Rockham has his quiver full of arrows. Connie has a blanket. It's not fantastic, but it's a good blanket. But it's like Mylar doesn't exist in this world, right? So it's like a well-made, like.
It's a really nice comforter.
Yeah, it's something your grandma made. Brayden has a canteen.
Pierce is holding the canteen.
Pierce is holding the canteen. Lawrence has some rope and his usual tools. And then fucking Brayden pulls out a pouch and like dumps it out on the ground, and there's like a pile of money at your feet. Brayden, roll 2d10 for me, please.
Right. 2d10. How's it I do this again? Is it just roll
Slash
2d10?
roll space 2d10, yep.
Right, slash roll 2d10.
Yep. So it's like 3 silver pieces. It's probably 2 copper
that's
pieces
all.
and a silver piece.
There you go. A lot of money.
Dang.
It's something.
Okay, we got something at least,
Something.
just in case.
So are we ready? I think we got what we need.
Lawrence just readjust the rope on his shoulder. Let's go.
Alright.
I point in the direction down the road and I start walking.
Okay, so well done, Rockham. You just you activated my trap card. Make a lead roll.
Oh goody.
Okay. Yeah. So Rockham like points up the road and starts walking, and yeah, he seems to be going the right direction. He's following the road. Yes.
Pierce would be hesitant follow at first.
Yep.
I mean, Lawrence would be right behind him.
The magpie is like butting between your shoulder blades, trying to get you to move, Piers.
Pierce would
Come on, let's go!
Pierce would
Pick
look
up
behind him,
run over my shoulder while
seeming
I
like he's looking for something. I'm sorry, I'm talking for someone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Gamzee first, then Piers.
Okay.
I just pick him up and throw him over my shoulder and carry the pie one-handed.
Yes, technically. Make a force roll. Pierce, you can Pierce, you can either roll force or body to get away.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh, I probably.
I have nothing in force, so it doesn't matter anyway.
What about body?
I have a 1.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, Pierce is like distracted, like looking over his shoulder, and then you're just like picked up by this huge, like, preteen Goliath, and just like packed out of the town as Salcom holds the pie in his other hand.
It's literally slung over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Yes.
Yep.
It's literally, come on, there's no time to be a worrywart. It's adventure or nothing.
Okay, I got a question.
Yo.
Does he see the thing that I'm thinking?
Does
I
what?
believe. Does
You're cutting out.
Pierce see the thing that I'm thinking?
You're gonna have to tell me what that is.
Okay. The Raven.
The what?
The
Mrs. Pierce's mom's familiar.
yeah.
Oh, that's a very good question. Is there a raven following you? Make a comprehend roll. Or investigate. If you have investigate, that's fine.
I have a. Okay. Got 2.
You do see a raven, yes.
Pierce, realizing struggling isn't help, so he just sighs down.
The raven is staring at Snowcomb, for the record.
Oh heck.
Oh,
Now,
let me tell you now, you are screwed.
extra doomed to the side of boned.
Yeah, we're
Pierce, what are you
fine.
doing?
Pierce would probably try to get down again, but it's
You're not gonna be stronger than a Goliath.
exactly.
I mean, at this point, he's probably convinced to just go with us, right?
Yeah, he is, but at the same time, he doesn't want to be.
Yeah,
doesn't want-
it's
He
nervous.
doesn't want Bird to go with him.
Yeah, I don't want the big mama bird following.
Okay.
would probably put him down.
Okay. So you're walking for about 5 minutes, and then Salcom puts him down.
And so he just keeps walking with him and hoping the bird goes.
I mean, no, the bird is following you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
There's nothing we can really.
So, like, right now, you're not, aside from the fact that you're carrying stuff that you don't usually have, you're not doing anything suspicious. Outside the town along the road, there's these, like, rows of fields where most of the people in the village currently are, you know, like, picking pumpkins and corn and, you know, cutting wheat and all of this stuff. And as you walk, like, the grown-ups, like, mark you. They don't call out to you. They don't say, hey, come over here. They assume, because you have supplies, that you're going somewhere. But if you go to the far side of the field and keep going, you're going to raise suspicion if you want to continue following the road.
We could try cutting through the corn.
Yeah, is there a cornfield?
Yes.
Sure, let's try that. I might have to crouch down a little bit. I don't know how tall the corn is this time of year.
Corn is very tall.
Okay.
Corn.
Let's do that.
Is it taller than us?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say it's taller than all of us. Doesn't matter how big you have to be.
It's tall enough to play paintball in.
Like, even compared to the Goliath, like, the corn is like 100 feet tall.
Okay. Through the corn forest.
Yes.
Perfect. We just gotta
So-
be careful not to run into anyone picking it.
So, you can force your way into the corn forest. You can, like, you can sneak into the corn forest. Like, how do you proceed?
Are we walking through any portion that's already been picked through, or?
That's up to you guys. You're leaving the road and going into a cornfield.
Because if it's already been picked, I have an easy solution.
Okay.
Well, easy, but kind of dead.
Go on.
I mean, I have Sharp Fang.
You do have sharp things.
I have Sharp Fang, and Plant is not Sharp Fang.
But here's the thing about Sharp Thing, that's very good. However, the point is to avoid getting looked at by the parents.
If we start cutting up crowds, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that. I encourage it. Just understand that's the situation.
I propose
got
we
an
just
idea.
try to squeeze through the corn rows.
Yeah.
Let's try and be
Ditto.
sneaky. Let's sneak.
We're trying to be subtle here.
So sneak or sneak if you want to avoid suspicion. Move if you want to Goliath your way through.
I'm gonna fail no matter which way I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
sneak.
Oh,
I have 0 sneak.
Hey! Wow, that was a miracle.
everyone but Gracie got something.
I think she trips on her tail.
As per the usual at this point.
I'm waiting for Salcom.
Sneak or move.
Yeah. So Connie, where are you in the marching order?
I want to stay towards the back, but
Okay. So you can follow Salcom, but you won't be quiet. Or you can like try to sneak in and run into a cornstalk and fall on your butt.
Which would be kind of cute.
let's face it, she's going to run into a cornstalk and fall on her ass.
Okay. So Connie is like, I'm gonna do the thing, and everybody everybody starts high stepping into the corn. Like maybe Brayden is helping Pierce, right? Because they were walking together, and then Connie, like, you go in and you go to step in, and the fucking corn that Salcom moved moves back and just baps you right in the forehead, and you fall down.
It's the standard cartoon whiplash.
Yeah, exactly. So the rest of you are like venturing into the corn. Connie, you have about 2 seconds before they're out of sight.
Up and falling.
Okay.
Pierce.
I mean, I would probably say, seeing how Braden would be near the back, he'd turn around and give
No,
a hand.
you wouldn't. You don't notice yet.
Oh, right, okay.
Hey guys, wait up! Wait up!
As Connie flails ineffectually at the beginning of the corn.
Hey, wait. Would the magpie notice this?
The magpie. What is the last order you gave the magpie?
Not be a dick.
Didn't know. It's probably sitting on your shoulder.
I'm at the front, so I don't.
Connie, if you wanna make another roll, you can try again. There you go.
There you go.
Into the corner you go. So here's the thing. You all immediately lose sight of each other.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
As long as they're right behind me, it's fine.
Yeah, and so you guys go in, and we get the overhead shot of you guys like creeping the cornfield, and it diverges into 6 different directions.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yes.
So if you guys have ever seen Jurassic Park,
oh god.
Okay, so I have a way to fix this.
okay,
Pierce would notice that no one's around him and tell his magpie basically the simple order of find them.
I know. I like where you're going with this.
find who?
Find the rest of the group.
What do you say specifically?
Fly overhead.
Hint use names.
You shush, Delta. What specifically do you say, Nightfall?
Okay, and you fly up and show me where they are?
Those are your exact words?
Yes.
Roll for your familiar.
Use the familiar roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the magpie does the like Disney salute, flies straight up. You see it like fly in a little circle, and then it flies off.
Huh.
You're sits there and just bleak while looking up at where it was.
It showed you. It's not your fault it can't keep up. Or it's not its fault you can't keep up, rather.
Well done.
And so,
Hey, come back, do it again.
who is the furthest forward? Rockham, I assume?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Here's-
so Rockham, you feel something land on your head.
Probably reach up to feel what it was.
thunk. Yeah, it fell off. It's not still there. And something thunked off the top of your head.
I looked down to see what it was.
It was an acorn.
Wait. Wait.
See, that's pretty clever. Well done.
I'm gonna pick up the acorn and put it in my pocket.
Okay. You keep
Why not?
walking?
Yep.
Okay, a couple seconds later, thunk.
It's an apple.
And alright. No, I just start looking around above me this time.
Above you, yeah. You see that weird magpie that's always following around Pierce. You don't understand it, but yeah, there's a magpie up above your head, and it's struggling, but it's holding an acorn, and like glaring
I
at
hold
you.
out a hand to the acorn.
How
hold- you-
dare you kidnap my son?
You hold out your acorn. Or
I
your
hold
hand-
out a hand like for the acorn.
Yeah, it drops it and it lands in your hand.
Pierce would be trying to find where the man.
You have
magpie
no
was.
idea. You're probably going backwards at this point, Pierce.
He's
I don't
trying
really
to
know
find
much
where
about this
the
familiar,
magpie.
What,
It's not-
Brightwind?
I assume I don't really know much about this familiar. It's just a bird.
Yep, it's a bird that hangs out with Pierce.
Yes.
Guys? Guys! Guys! Where are you?
Are you shouting, Connie?
She's
Like
trying not to shout, but she's not
Shout
listening.
whisper.
Like she's trying to whisper, but that's
Make a
little too
contact
loud.
roll, Connie.
Meanwhile, Rockham is just looking at the bird like, shouldn't you be with Pierce?
Yeah, you say that, and the bird flies backward behind you. Do you look?
I'm debating if he would know to follow it or not.
It's not a matter of follow it. It's a matter of do you look where it flew?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you're
watch
by
it fly off.
yourself, Rockham.
Oh.
Alright.
That's
Connie,
trouble.
you do not nobody hears you.
Okay.
Do I have my familiar back?
No.
Where is it?
Go.
I'm just gonna start looking nearby me, figuring they're only a few steps away.
Okay. Make a contact roll. Meanwhile, Braden and Lawrence, what are you doing?
I was probably I noticed that there's that as I'm following everyone, they've just kind of lose sight. It's like, oh god, no, and trying to
Yeah,
find.
Lawrence would make the same realization. It's like, wait, I don't see anybody else. I'm gonna stay put for the moment.
Okay, so we get the overhead shot of Lawrence just his trail stops. Pierce is going in a circle. Rockham has started doubling back. Connie is shaking the corn around her, trying to get attention. Salcom, what are you doing?
This is great. First encounter, cornfield. That is appropriate.
Oh, duh, I just had an idea.
Malcolm probably won't ride, but he'll keep going to the other side of the field.
Okay,
But he'll also be down there
then we'll get to you. If you're just gonna cut straight across, we'll get back to you. So Lawrence,
Yeah.
in your little cul-de-sac that you've made, we get the shot of Lawrence looking around, holding position. The music gets really intense, and the corn in front of you starts shaking.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Oh, fuck.
so we
slowly
tripped
zooms
into
in.
a quiet place.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, hell.
I'm also imagining that scene from Harry Potter, I think, the 7th movie.
Yeah. Fourth movie.
Thank you. Wow, is it really that early?
And Lawrence, what do you
Been
do?
a while.
I would brace, just take a step back and try and get ready,
Yeah.
just in case something is coming for me.
Yeah. So you slowly reach for your blackdsmith
I
hammer.
brace at the forge hammer, and go. Okay, if it's something bad, I'm gonna at least get one good whack in.
Yeah, and about that point, Rockham steps into your line of sight.
So it's less step in, more I part the corn and it's just my face and like my fingers.
Yes!
Just peeking into the area.
And Lawrence is as a rage, just like, oh, it's you, thank God.
There's that moment of, oh shit, is he gonna hit me? And then he's like, oh, I'm fine. Okay.
The floor is yours.
We got split up, it seems.
Yeah, looks like it. Stick together and try and find the others.
Yep, and I start walking.
And I am right on his heels.
Okay. So, one of you can make a contact roll and the other one can boost.
My contact is only a +1, so I mean,
So do I, so...
you roll, I'll boost. Why not?
Alright.
Yeah.
Hey!
You guys are like pathing through. You see more shaking corn, and then you see a very distraught Connie.
Yeah, same thing, just peeking just fingers and face.
Yeah, so Connie, above you, like a mile above you in the shadowy corn, it parts, and you see Rockham like standing from a cliff.
Oh. There you are.
There you are.
And Lawrence just looks around from behind him and offers a hand. Well, this is exciting.
Wait a minute.
The others probably made it by this point. We should go. I mean, I found those two. How many other people could be stuck in here?
Lawrence just looks at him. Apparently, all of us.
Wait a minute. I have an idea. I'm gonna try and turn into a little burb.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Not the acorns.
Roll for yes.
No, just more not the acorns.
So Connie, poof, you turn into a little forest burb.
Yeah.
I pulled the acorn out of my pocket.
I'm gonna fly up and see if I can spot the others from up here.
Okay, so you fly up, you ignore the acorn that Rockham is offering you. You see Salcom on the other side of the field leaning against the fence. You see...
I'm waving with a piece of pie.
Nice. Well, you don't know it's her. She's in a little bird form.
I'm still waving, trying to get anyone's attention that can see me.
I mean, you're gonna get an adult's attention. Is that what you want to do?
No.
I mean, you can do that.
You can just see me snacking on a piece of pie.
There you go. You see a circle being cut in the cornfield. and then you see somebody inching toward where you just were with Brayden or with Lawrence and Rockham.
Somebody?
Well, I mean, you see the corn parting. You see somebody going towards them.
Can I dip a little closer and see if I can make out who?
Sure. You pop down, and yeah, you see it's Brayden, but they don't know he's coming.
Okay. Connie's gonna start to speak and say, "Hey guys, incoming!" And all that you hear is tweet, 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 tweet. Chirp,
Yes.
chirp, chirp, chirp.
Yeah.
So you start
What did
tweeting
you
in.
say about my mother?
And so, Connie, at your ear, you hear a mimic sound. Like you tweet, you hear a tweet.
Cocks my head.
Yeah, you like turn your head, and there's a magpie like fluttering beside you.
Blink, blink. Wave.
Yeah. So,
If birds could sweat, there would be a nervous sweat.
Just a little wing wave, just like.
Brayden, you step through the corn and you see Rockham and Lawrence looking up.
So I part through and I stop looking at him and I look up. I don't even say anything.
You don't say anything.
He's like, wait.
I don't say anything. I just kind of look up. See what's
Okay.
Hey, bird.
So Connie, what are you doing with the magpie?
Blink, blink. And she like tries to do a hold up a finger like one moment gesture, but she can't because wing.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna
it's doable.
fly off and like land on Pierce's shoulder. And just kind of like.
You don't know where Pierce is.
I thought you said I could see him circling in the corn.
I said you could see a circle.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna find the dude going in a circle in the corn.
Okay. The magpie follows you.
When I see them two fly off, I
You
look back
don't.
at theirs.
You didn't see them the first time.
Oh, right.
You look up. There's nothing. Sorry.
Alright, you could have said that.
I did.
So-
I said you didn't see
No, you
anything.
did. No, you just said that I'll look up. I see them two looking up, and I'll look up.
Yeah, and I said you don't see anything.
Right, well, when I don't see anything, I look back at the two of them. I pull out the string that I've got from my pouch.
Nice.
And I say, hold on to this. Make sure we don't get separated again.
We'll be
What?
fine.
Alright, this probably isn't going to go well, but I'm going to try and lose the magpie in the corn.
You're gonna lose the magpie. Oh dear God.
It's like the jet sequence, but instead of
It's
two birds.
fucking. It's the fucking swoop bikes on the moon of Endor is what it is. All right, make a move roll, Connie. Pierce, make a move roll for your magpie.
All right, Maverick.
Wait, I'm confused. Pierce's magpie or Mrs. Pierce's mom magpie?
Mrs. Pierce's
Pierce-
mom has a raven.
Oh, I thought it was.
Too late
And I
now.
thought that- Damn it!
Too late now.
It happens.
Oh dear God.
We have initiated chase sequence. It's on. I'm waiting for one of them to run into a corn at high speed and explode somehow.
Alright. Do you need another move?
Yes.
It's either that or one of them hits it and it goes doing.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. So you immediately just like swoosh, like a fish. You know, just through those cornfields in your bird form, and yet you hear the flutter of wings like rapidly like fall away from behind you. We cut to the magpie, who is like looking confused at where the fuck you just went, and then like flies up and looks around, and then flies towards Lawrence, Brayden, and Brockham. If you want to do something, Connie, with your newfound freedom.
Yeah, that was a mix-up on my part. So what she's gonna do is now she's going to find the circling person in the corn.
Okay, so we'll get to that. And so as Brayden is handing out the string to you guys, there's a thud on the side of your like apron, Lawrence.
I don't. I'm just looking down like, oh, that was an impact.
Yeah, and like on your shoe, there's a very dazed looking magpie.
I definitely, the bird and I may not get along, but I'm not gonna be a complete dick.
Right.
I'd pick him up. He'd be like, you okay? You gonna live?
Yeah, it like sits up in your hand, and it does that Disney thing where it's like trying to be Lassie, but it mostly just pantomiming. But it's doing the Donald Duck pantomime wherein it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So it runs in a circle, and then it like imitates flying upward but doesn't go anywhere. Then it runs in a circle. Then it does tries to wave with one of its wings. It streamlines its body and tries to mimic a fish. And then it pantomimes running into your apron and falling over.
Do I see this?
Yes.
Lawrence would hold a finger, open his mouth.
Make a comprehend roll, Lawrence.
Yeah.
While that's happening, I was
going to say, yeah, I got nothing, but
The bird probably came back for the acorn. I'll give
yeah,
it to him.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Wing under face, or wing over face rather.
Just bird version of a face palm. So.
Yes.
And
And then sitting on your hand, it chirps very loudly, looking at Brayden, and then points like a dog.
God damn it.
You idiot.
Meanwhile, Connie, you swoop down and you see the corn is being forced down as Pierce keeps going around in a circle, trying to find.
He's making a crop circle at this point.
Yes,
Literally.
trying to find his bird.
Alright. Kenny's going to land on his shoulder.
Yep.
Oh, there you are.
She just waves with her wing and starts tugging on his sleeve a little bit, pulling him in a direction.
Make a move roll, Pierce. No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He can't get through the
This
corn.
is going fantastically well.
So am I just dragged along by the bird?
No, you're not. You can't, like, the bird is like, go this way, and you, like, can't, like, you put your hands on the solid wall of corn, like, you can't get in.
Sigh.
Solid wall of corn. Oh, appreciate that.
I never thought about
It sounds like a thing in Minecraft, doesn't it? Solid wall of corn.
That sounds like a D&D homebrew spell.
Hi, Triscare, welcome to a little adventure.
Yeah.
Stone meat wall of corn.
It's like ice wall for the fall.
So it's the Wonder Wall.
Yes.
Right. So realizing that he can't get through there, she's just gonna facepalm and start tugging him in a different direction and try and lead him down like between the rows instead of like.
Sir Cole. There's a wall of corn on every side.
Okay.
He overdid it.
Can I, is Mage Hand even strong enough to try to do anything?
You can certainly try.
Then I'm going to try.
You gonna use Mage Hand to strangle the bird?
No!
What are you gonna do?
I was going to try to use Mage Hand. Try to separate some of the corn to make it easy.
Certainly, you can certainly try that.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh.
So between the annoyed bird tugging at your arm and the fact that you're alone in an endless sea of corn, your familiar has fucked off to parts unknown. You can't make the magic happen.
Damn.
Alright, Connie's gonna facepalm again, fly off and tug on the shirts of the others, and try and lead them to Pierce.
Okay, so Pierce, the bird fucks off.
He goes back to walking in the circle.
So the three of you with the annoyed magpie pointing like a dog, what do you do?
Follow the magpie, I guess.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a move roll from you, Brayden.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you guys are start like pushing your way through the corn, and another fucking bird comes and lands on Lawrence's hand. And the magpie like looks at this other bird, like if a bird had an eyebrow, it would be quirked. Like,
I was
the
gonna
fuck
say,
are you?
pulling a spot.
Connie just waves at it.
Just pulling the
Okay. Connie,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to make a move roll for me, please, because you wave at it, and the you know that gif of the beluga whale that scares the shit out of the children? The bird does that. The bird goes from completely at rest to wings splayed and talons out.
BBQ, fuck off.
Connie, what do you do?
I back off.
Okay, where do you go?
To someone else's shoulder.
Okay,
I was gonna say probably hide in my apron.
so yeah, so you fly onto somebody else's shoulder, and the magpie looks very pleased with itself.
I looked up that GIF, and it is amazing.
Right, so tugging on their shoulders, trying to lead them to Pierce.
Yeah, and so you guys finally, so Pierce, cut back to you, and the fucking like the corn in front of you begins shaking ominously.
Mage Hand failed. Familiars. I'm going to pick up my book and hit whatever comes to.
Who's first?
Great, I'm gonna get back in the head.
You're just gonna smack it with your book. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, book melee is a thing.
So Brayden, I'm going to need a move roll for you to avoid a book to face.
Please fail this.
Please fail this roll.
Oh, thank God.
So no, this is great. So Brayden, you part the corn, you hear a grunt, you duck, and Lawrence, you get nailed in the face with this book.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Got it, no front.
I just look back up, look behind me, see him in pain. Look at
All I
Brayden.
can think of is
I just had him about swinging.
wow. Ow.
Well done, Pierce. You killed Lawrence.
Minus 50 HP.
That's what studying is.
Ow!
You're welcome.
I think I hurt myself.
Brightwood saw his chance and he took it.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this since the whole book thing started.
I think Bright wins. Plain and simple. That was amazing. Ow.
So we come back to Sock'em. Sock'em, how much of this pie have you eaten at this point?
Oh no.
I'm very I've only eaten, but I'm very lack of controllingly staring at the rest of it.
You can't. Oh, the pie, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm staring at it like a fat kid stares at a piece of candy.
I mean, it's been about 10 minutes if you want to like have eaten more of that pie. It's a very good blackberry pie.
God, you're making me hungry for blackberry pie.
You're welcome.
Right?
Oh, I hate you so much.
I do have an idea though.
Yeah.
How likely? Well, that's a stupid question. I want to knock a tree down with my machete.
Oh no.
If you knock a tree down with your machete, 100% likely the grown-ups will see you do it.
Yeah,
If I hear you first.
True. Can I try to go a little short bit deeper and see if I can find a fallen one?
A fallen tree?
Yeah.
There's a fucking like logging camp on the other side of the forest if you want a fallen tree, dude. Other side of the village, rather.
Also,
by the time these idiots get out of the cornfield, you'll probably be there and back. What do you want a fallen tree for?
Well, see, to avoid us getting separated again, I see it as get a tree, take the rope we have. Someone got rope earlier.
Yes, the dude who has rope is currently lost.
Less lost. We're trying to find everybody else.
Once everyone comes out, I have a tree. I want to carve it into a little.
Hmm?
I am very confused.
Word. What is word?
Cart?
Word. Not really cart.
Wagon?
A battering ram.
Sled?
Sled.
Maybe.
Little sled for all sit in.
Dude, that's a lot of woodworking.
That's a lot of work. That's not something you can do in a couple minutes.
No,
It'd
dude.
be like a day or two.
That would take me weeks.
Okay, idea instead. Get the log, slam machete into the end, tie the rope to the machete.
Why not just use the rope?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, now that I've taken a book to the face, would I be injured?
No.
Okay.
It's pierced.
I'll
Point.
Like I said, I just wanted to know how much of the pie you ate. And at what point do you realize they should probably not be in there that long?
See, in retrospect, it'd probably be the point where pie, which is
What?
where we're at. The point
Super
where
quiet.
half the pie is gone, which is where
So about now, we see you, blackberries all over your face, barbecue sauce on your titties, and
That's not an image I
That went a completely different direction.
that's a fucking meme. Anyway, and like,
I was gonna say, where are they hiding the wings, and why don't we have it?
and you realize that they probably should have come out by now. What do you do, Salcom?
pretty good pie.
It is good pie.
I mean, it's blackberry pie. Damn it, no. I want some.
Malcolm would look at the pie, Look at the cornfield. Look at the cornfield.
Slowly take another bite of pie.
Slowly take another bite of pie and just be like, I don't like small spaces, so they'll be fine.
I got this.
So meanwhile, Piers, you just realized that you hit Lawrence in the face with your spell book. Lawrence is a werewolf now.
I
Leon Diaz Geist, you are not.
I panic, drop the book, and try to back up really quick.
Okay.
After dodging the book, I look back up, look back at Lawrence, look back at Pierce, just like look at him like, the fuck, dude.
Yeah. So you see Brayden, Lawrence, Salcom, and your magpie. Well, your magpie's not on your shoulder. There is another bird on Lawrence's shoulder.
He also looks very angrily at the magpie.
The magpie is looking innocent.
Lawrence is just trying to process everything. He's like,
Can I pick up the
I
book?
can't kill you. I need you. I can't kill you. I need you.
What,
Can I
Bray?
pick up the book?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and hand it back to her.
Pierce accepts. Apology.
We should get
You're
going.
cutting out here.
You're cutting out real
I've-
bad
I've-
again,
I've-
Nightfall.
He takes the book back and apologizes.
Okay.
Lawrence just rubs his face. You know, his nose is gonna be freaking tender for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that should be everyone.
I hand them the bit of string
Apology
that we all stay together.
accepted. I think.
Yeah. So Rockham, you say that's everyone. Where's Connie?
I assume Stockholm probably found her. We've been in here a while.
Yeah, fair.
Connie lands on someone's shoulder once they get there.
I mean, did you not stay with Lawrence?
Wait, I'm confused.
They don't know you're a bird.
Yeah.
Right. I'm burbifying.
So
You're currently on Lawrence's shoulder.
Get off his shoulder and then unburbify.
I
Okay.
still wish to see unverbify on Lord's shoulder.
Roll to unburbify.
Oh dear.
and am I gonna have to roll to?
No.
not
She
get
got off.
face-planted?
She got off.
Okay. Also giggity.
Nope.
I am
You-
still a burb.
You cannot unburbify as they start to walk out of the corn maze.
Pick a direction and going.
Okay.
Well, I guess she's gonna.
Does anyone in the
Okay.
even know?
I'm gonna fly back up a little bit and make sure they're headed in the right direction.
Okay.
Good question.
So Rockham, are you leading?
Yeah, like just everyone's here. That everyone else probably made it out. It's fine. I'm just gonna
Okay.
pick a
So
direction.
Rockham, calculate.
Once we got that string, so
Oh,
they
no.
stay together.
Rockham, calculate. Connie, you can just observe.
Why do you guys let me do this?
He's going back towards the village.
Face palm. Float her on down. Tweet at him. Start tugging on his shoulder like this way, this
Rockham,
way.
there's a very annoying bird in your ear.
I gotta give it
I was
the
gonna say,
acorn.
so it's under 44 characters.
Yeah, just offer it the acorn.
Connie, Rockham offers you an acorn.
Shakes her head, tugs on him some more.
This bird is rabid.
And I'm just gonna not very hard. I'm just gonna brush it off.
Okay, who else is with him, just to clarify?
Everybody but Salcom.
Yep.
I'm gonna tug on, say... I'm gonna... let's see.
Bird is less rabid,
Okay,
more
she's going to
insane.
tug on Pierce's shoulder this...
Okay.
And I put a question in the
Because Pierce recognized her.
ALA, not ALA Discord. I mean ALA.
What about ALA?
Roll 20.
What?
Oh,
Put question roll 20.
Does he know about Connie Wild Shaping? Probably.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
she...
There's
yeah,
a difference between knowing someone is a druid and knowing a druid is that thing.
Ah.
So
Do I make a comprehend roll?
There's a very annoying bird accosting Rockham, and then it starts accosting you.
This is the bird that was tugging on your shoulder like 2 seconds ago.
Yes.
I keep walking, by the way.
Yes, oh yeah.
Weird bird.
I glance at the bird that's tugging on. Glance at the magpie
Your
on my shoulder.
magpie is not okay with this other bird. This magpie is like bouncing back and forth on your shoulder, like putting up its dukes. Like
You're cheating on your bird, man.
You know what? Bird seems familiar.
you're right, it is your familiar.
Not that one.
You know, at this point, I'd say just go get Sockham, but Sockham would start freaking out, running away, trying to take it.
Or baseball bat the bird.
Okay, can I try an unwild shape again?
Not yet.
Oh.
Alright.
Stuck as a bird forever.
So eventually, Rockham, you get out of the cornfield, back on the road where you started.
Shit.
I would like to do something because I know the bird, my familiar, is aggressive towards the other bird.
Yes.
Can I order the familiar not to f with the other bird?
Yes.
Okay. Don't mess with the bird. The other bird. Because I have to use exact words, apparently.
Yo.
Yeah,
Yep.
Connie says, thank you, but all you hear is,
So Brayden, Lawrence, and Pierce, you see blessed sunlight. You come out of the cornfield after, days in the wild, and you're right back where you started.
I think I got it this time. If we just turn around and go that exact direction.
Connie, now
Lawrence
you
just
can try to
Lawrence
unwild
just
check.
hangs his head
Okay.
like, oh, great.
Nope.
nope, still a bird.
And off we go again.
You
I know
going
the
back?
direction now.
You going back in?
I have
but
a
we have
frame
the
of
road.
reference. I know where I'm going now. It's fine.
We have the rope we're on. Holding up,
Uh,
right?
Is everyone going with Rockham?
Rockham's
Yeah.
an amazing.
Before we take off,
Unless Connie can get someone to follow her, yes.
maybe I could try and lead this thing.
All right, Brayden, if you want to lead, that's going to be a calculate roll.
Yeah, assist at all with this? I've been doing so good so far.
Yep, let's go for it. Hey,
There you go.
Yay.
So, about 10 minutes
might just
later,
get- I was gonna say-
Salcom, how much of the pie have you gone through at this point?
There's about a slice left.
Okay, so as you're considering getting the last slice, you see the corn part, and you look up, and Brayden is like walking through.
Want a pie?
Perfect.
Fucking perfect! Oh my
I look,
god!
I look at the pie. I see him completely covered in blueberries. Is like, yes, I will take the last bit.
I assume the rest of us follow through.
Yep, everybody comes through. Connie Wild Shape.
Alright.
Lawrence is just kind of done already. Just,
Nope.
Still not a tiefling. Okay.
Wait, I would like to point out that everyone just came through and they'd all want that last.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
before you can actually eat that piece, I think Connie's going to try and break off a tiny piece and start pecking at it on the ground.
So A, Connie is nowhere to be found. B, Rockham, this random ass rabid bird is now fucking with your brother's pie.
It's a tiny piece.
I mean, this bird needs to get out of here is what it needs to do.
This bird needs to get shot is what it needs, Rockham.
So I'm just gonna backhand the bird.
You could have hit it? Okay. Make a force roll. Connie, make a move roll.
Sorry.
That's good.
Good luck, Connie.
So,
What am I making? Force?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, where's that GIF of GTA 5? You know, the whole wasted thing.
Right, yeah. Connie, make a move roll.
She
You did.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So Connor, you're like trying to get up to space. You get just smacked. You would take 1 point of damage, which would let you turn into a burb with the momentum of a Goliath smacking a burb. So you hit the ground and you roll up against the tree that Sonkum was leaning on as a tiefling.
Ow. Ow. Why'd you do that?
You're like upside down with your tail over your face.
You can. There was just a rabid bird. I didn't see you there.
That was me! That was me, froggy idiot!
Oh, I know about
Having a mouthful of pie and witnessing this, it'd be like.
Yeah, while I'm talking this, I take like 2 of my fingers and just like go along where the bottom of the pie was, whatever it was in, and just like lick my fingers.
Oh, gee.
In retrospect, you probably should have gone for the crumbs instead.
You okay? And I go over and offer a hand up.
Ow!
So we've barely gotten out of the
okay.
village after all this, right?
You're still in the village.
Okay.
We go through one field, guys. Well done.
This rate, we're never gonna get to the city.
I'm gonna pause and do a head count and make sure we're all here.
You're all there.
Okay.
By the way,
take this
Pierce,
like
your
that.
magpie is losing its shit. Your magpie is like in the collar of your shirt that it doesn't fall, on its back, just chirp laughing its ass off.
Joey,
I love this.
And so here's the shit. On the other side of the corn, like field by the tree where Sonkum was, on the fence, on the other side of the fence, there's the road.
Facepalm.
well, I mean, close enough.
Let's go.
We can still be on the road,
Agreed. Let us never speak of this again.
and I'll start walking in through the woods beside the road.
There's no, you're surrounded by fields, dude.
Oh,
Like
Well,
crop
shit.
fields, yeah.
someone's probably gonna see us if we go down the road, though.
You could go all the way around the far edge of the crop fields and go into the woods if you want.
I'd probably be the better idea.
We can do that, yeah.
Alright.
So you guys leave the fields area, you go out into the woods, and whoever's leading, I'm gonna need a comprehend roll.
Hold on.
I'll
You
do
guys
it.
are not letting me lead anymore.
Hang on. I
Pierce will
have
do
an
it.
idea here.
Hmm?
How many is it?
I don't see comprehend. Oh, there it is.
It's on there.
Okay.
Go to the ball.
I can do it.
What if me and Rock, 2 people each? That way we don't.
You're cutting out.
What?
You're cutting it.
What if me and Rockham both pick up 2 people each? That way we don't.
Get separated.
What?
I mean, yeah, you
Basically,
could.
just
It might be more efficient to just get out the rope and everyone hold on to it.
Or the string.
I mean,
Yeah.
So,
So who's leading on the force or on the trek through the forest?
unless someone doesn't let me, Rockham's just gonna be like, I know where I'm going.
Brayden's gonna step forward and say, since how I got us through the fields, I'm leading this one.
Make a comprehend roll.
I'll walk right behind him.
Hey,
Hey! So you guys step out into the forest. You're quickly swallowed by the forest. You see the fields behind you as if they were just dissolved on parchment. They're just gone. There's forest on every side. And as you leave, the camera like hesitates in the cornfield, and we see a raven land on one of the tree branches. And then we cut to you guys walking through the forest. Are you singing? Like it's sunny, you know, you're in the forest, dappled light, you know, colors all around you, happy animals in the middle of the mating season. Like what? What?
man, there's some
I think you're in the wrong season, Kit.
something Twitter page.
Mating season is in autumn, Grace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when everything's being born. Never mind.
Folding season is in the
thinking
spring.
Yeah.
I'm just a dingus. Ignore me.
So what do you? So what are you guys doing? Are you like marching in formation? Are you skipping? Are you picking mushrooms?
Yeah, I'll
I
probably
would
look for stuff on the
definitely
way.
be picking plants if she noticed she's low on them earlier.
I mean, your pie is gone.
Yeah, I'm looking for like fruit or anything.
Fruit
Yeah, mushrooms are kind of iffy. So.
Like berries.
and berries.
Berries,
Berries you
maybe
can
an
totally
apple
find. And what are you going to keep them in?
Yeah, I'll figure that out later.
The tin the pie was in.
Ouch.
There you go.
I have hands.
The pie tin is good. Okay, and so
Braden's got a pouch. Put them in the pouch.
you do have a pouch as well. So you guys are going to do some berry picking.
Sure, why
Yes.
not?
Okay, everybody who is doing berry picking is going to need to roll investigate, please.
Oh, no.
I
Wow.
And
Oh, boy.
Oh wow, I failed that one. Surprise.
Yep.
so
I'm just gonna be keeping a close eye to make sure they don't pick any like pokeberries or anything.
Yeah, with Connie's help, like everybody but Braden gets a good share of brownies, berries. Sorry.
chocolate on the brain.
Fair warning.
Mm-hmm.
All the ones I pick, I'm eating.
Fair enough. As you guys are walking through the forest, I will open the floor to you guys while you're berry picking if you wanna talk a little bit amongst yourselves.
Lawrence is over in one spot. Just he found a good spot. Just like he's muttering to himself. Can't believe we got lost in corn already.
Oh, guys.
Think of it
How
less
was
as
the
lost, more
cornfield?
as it was a chance for an adventure. That's what we'll call it.
the magpie is trying to help the berries one by one.
No, the magpie's fucking eating the berries as you reach for them.
I just imagine one for you guys, one for me, 2 for you guys, 1 2 for me.
Mm-hmm.
One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you. 2 for me, none for you. 1 for me, 1 for
Eventually,
you.
I get it. The magpie stopped eating the berry.
Or Braden would be like stropping about, being find out like berries.
I mean, as I used to own a blacksmithing apron, I know how deep those pockets are. So that's gonna be quite a haul.
If you ever fall in those pockets, it's gonna be so gross.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a mess.
So how far should we go today? I mean, we got a few more hours, I assume. But...
As far as we can. No telling how long it's actually gonna be.
I imagine it won't be too long.
As far as we can get before we have to pitch camp.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's pitch
Did
camp.
anyone actually bring camp?
I mean, I brought some arrows.
And Lawrence, hefts the rope a little bit. So that's why I brought it. I can make a lean-to.
We don't exactly have a tent or anything.
Lean onto what?
Yeah.
We can use the pie tin for a mini shelter.
You do that.
And he thinks for a second. Time between your blanket and my rope, we can at least get something strung up.
Make a little bivouac.
Yep.
We can
There's
break
enough-
off some branches or
There's
something, I
enough,
guess.
yeah, exactly. There's enough branches and pine needles around here. You can at least figure something out.
I probably am eating a fistful of like some random berry bush I found.
Yeah, that'll end well. Have fun
Look
with
over to
that.
whoever's nearest to me, grab another handful, offer it to them.
And Braden would go around offering people, asking if they need a drink or not, because work camping.
I mean, I just take another bite of berries.
Nom,
Brayden, I said
nom.
you had a canteen. I didn't say there was anything in it.
Oh,
Yeah, if we find a stream or something.
Cheeky.
Fair enough.
If we're lucky.
Okay, scratch that. I'd try and find some right. Let me rephrase that. Some fresh water to put into it.
You know the role.
Mm-hmm.
Investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on him while he does this.
Hey,
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
So this is great, right? Brayden, you leave the others picking berries, and you're like setting off through the forest to try to find some water. They don't know you're gone. You guys don't know Brayden is gone.
I did say I was keeping an eye on him, but that's protective.
You might know he's gone in a little bit then.
Okay.
This is very much a hey, where's Perry moment.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of fits with the character. Okay.
Right, exactly.
Go ahead.
So you're walking through the forest, Brayden, kind of like looking around. You've been out here before.
Yeah.
Not as much as Rockham, but you've been out here.
Yeah.
And you know more or less where there's a nice creek that you can fill up your canteen.
Mm.
And with 4 successes, you get there easily.
Right.
But as you're approaching the creek to fill up your canteen, you notice something strange between you and the creek. You spot it easily with 4 successes, but there's a length of rope, like, tied to a small stick. Well, it's more string than rope. Tied to a small stick with tension on it. It wouldn't hurt you if you stepped on it, but it's set out for something smaller than you. It's a bird snare, but you don't know what a bird snare is.
So I'd obviously like bend down and look at it, so ping it a wee bit. And just, I have no idea what this is, just step over it and get water.
So you like bend down to look at it, and you hear, like, we make a comprehend roll, or make an empathize roll for me, Brayden. Okay, so we hear, like, the sound of the forest has stopped, but you don't hear it, Brayden. And as you're examining this thing, as you go to get up, you hear from behind you, "Don't move."
Oh dear God.
Freezes in place.
Do I know if he's gone at this point?
Not yet.
I'd freeze in place and not move.
Yep. And so,
wait. Is that an unfamiliar voice?
yes.
Right, okay, yeah. Freeze in place. Shit.
Yep. So slowly, a figure like walks into your peripheral. The figure
he sees a face of pure terror. Like,
yeah, it's an adult, big dude. He's wearing like a forest green cloak with a hood pulled up over his face. The cloak goes all the way to the ground. He's wearing like boots like yours, but much bigger. You know, from Brayden's perspective, he's like 12 feet tall. He's huge, dude. He's got like brown clothes on, but they're way thicker than they should be. Like, it's uncomfortable to move in them. And he's got like a stick in one of his hands that's got a like a cord running from end to end on it, and like fitted in that, it looks like what Rockham has, but it's way bigger. Fitted in that is like a stick with a metal point and feathers on it. And this you can't see his face. He's got a hood on. He's looking at you, and he says, "Don't touch that."
Okay.
Do you have the canteen in your hand?
Yes.
Yeah. So he sees the canteen in your hand, and he like very slowly steps to the side, and with the hand not holding the bow, he gestures at the creek for you to like go around him and go to the creek.
So I do that, like, still face them, slightly sidestep very slowly around them. Keep my eyes on them. And like wait till I get to the creek, and then like without taking my eyes off him, bend down, take a thing of the canteen.
Yeah. He doesn't. He doesn't obstruct you. He's just making sure you don't step on his bird snare.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you go back the way you came.
Yeah.
About this point, Rockham, you realize that Brayden is gone.
Guys, Brayden's gone. I just start looking around. Brayden.
Walks back.
Brayden!
Here we go again.
Brayden!
I just kind of look at Sokka. I'm like, fuck.
Take it and not.
My bow and arrow was coming out at this point, so I think something nabbed him. And yeah, I'm just gonna start spreading out a little bit, but still on my side of the edges.
Mm-hmm.
So run about this point and like walk back from through the trees.
Oh yeah. It's
There was
not
a
long
very
before
concerned
Braden comes back and he's holding a canteen.
Where'd you go? I gotta put the arrow in the bow away.
I'd be stuttering because I'd be a bit shaking, so I'd went to get water.
You okay?
Did you see a ghost?
See a bear or something?
Don't want to talk about it.
Uh-huh. Is he wet?
Yes, his boots are wet.
Okay, I didn't know if he like fell in the creek and didn't want to tell anyone or something.
No, his
Then it's
boots are
very bad.
definitely wet.
Okay.
I feel like
Is anyone else wet?
Nope.
I know what you're getting at. No, I did not piss myself.
As long as you're okay, I suppose. So, like a wolf or something you saw?
No, there was.
So it was a grown up.
I flicked a string. Someone came by, told me not to touch it, and yeah,
One of our parents out here or something?
I didn't know him at all. Thanks.
Stranger.
Yes,
In
danger.
these parts?
What do you look like?
Yeah, what do you look like?
He was a giant.
He was massive, and it had a cloak on, and I didn't see his face.
Huh.
not
Which
just
direction was that?
urban.
What, Bremen?
Which direction was that?
The direction he came from.
A point in the direction I came from.
Well, we're not
There's
going
just-
that way.
There's just a creek up there. I won't be a walk, and let me
Yeah, you know that creek.
Yeah. Shouldn't be anyone around here, but
We
I'd say
wanna
let's
go
avoid
look-
it.
Yeah, let's not go back up that way.
Braden, did you sneak back to the others, or...
No, I came running full tilt because
Okay.
bad man.
Yep.
Stockham's gonna do that clap and chant of tell us when you're leaving.
I feel like we need to implement a buddy system or something.
I like that idea.
The twins look at each other.
Yeah.
Pierce looks at Connie.
Regardless
Kanye
of what
looks
anyone
cute.
thinks, Stockham is everyone's buddy.
True.
As I
Or
put,
just
I put my head down and just like, yeah, I should have said something.
It's alright. As long as you're okay.
We've got water now. Anyone want to drink?
True.
Oh, good. Let's say let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Between the six of you, that canteen is not going to last very long.
Yeah,
No.
I'll be fine without it.
The berries
Here's a
help.
question.
But I was gonna say, but the
the
berries
berries
are gonna
help.
give us some water content.
So you guys going to head out into the woods and continue on?
Yeah, a little bit of a different direction.
Yeah.
Whoever's leading needs to make a comprehend roll to make sure that you don't, like, you know, in the general direct. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Before I fuck this up. 3 of you know the general direction of the city.
We should probably stay quiet about this in case the stranger McGee comes looking for us.
So, can I give the magpie very specific directions and you
What?
Now,
I give the
Yeah,
magpie
not pretty bad.
help?
Fix your mic, Nightfall. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Can I give the magpie very specific direction?
You're
Try to
cutting out
lead us?
again.
Darn it.
You need a
What
better
is-
mic.
Your internet cutting out or something?
No, it's just that he's talking so quietly, his mic is not picking him up.
I was gonna say, have you maybe got your Discord settings set to where like, the voice isn't high enough?
Maybe.
Nightfall's very soft-spoken.
I think if you set it to push to talk, it'll ignore how quiet you are, but don't quote me on that.
Is that better?
Yes.
Much
Yes.
better.
Okay. Can I use the magpie, give it very specific directions to lead us?
The magpie is effectively you.
Okay.
Now, you are one of the people who knows the way to the city,
Yes.
so
So,
yeah, in theory. You don't have to bribe it, it's an extension of you. You can just do the thing.
okay.
Yeah, totally. So the magpie like flies up and starts guiding you guys. Do you want to get back to the road, or do you want to go through the forest?
Pierce would try the road.
Okay, so Rock, you guys are like, if Pierce is leading, you guys head back toward the road almost immediately.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for that stranger, apparently.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to go to the road?
I mean,
Moving into the
I'm not
road,
a fan of it, but
I'd want to rummage through some bushes,
And get
that's what
what?
we've been doing.
find some sticks and stuff. Good hunks of wood for
For
whatever
what?
a good hunks of wood would be needed for,
Okay.
fire and that.
Yeah, like you've got rope and string. You can get a nice bundle of wood as you go. Sure.
Now,
It's
my
harvest time.
question
There's a
here-
shitload.
My question here is, am due to Sockham's, shall we say, affinity for pissing off boars while out in the forest, I'm gonna have to roll here.
Not here. Not if you just pick up some like fallen twigs as you go. I assume you want tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're fine. But so the question on the table, Rock, is do you
Yeah.
want to go back on the road?
Guys, if we go back to the road, one of the parents is probably gonna see us.
We should get out of sight first.
Like, we can go a different direction in the woods. I've been through these parts. Some of them,
Oh.
anyway.
I
As
guess
long as we
could
don't
go
run
the
into the
road.
giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go to a different area.
Okay.
We go with that?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I start walking in the other direction.
So you guys are So you guys keep off in the woods. When you're walking along, Sockham is just grabbing tinder as you go, and we crossfade into you guys walking along still. In like. It's the Disney movie thing of like it's not a path, but the trees and the scrub is like not affecting you as you walk. You know what I mean?
Right.
And as you start going, we see the light beginning to fade. Like the air around you kind of turns gold, and then it turns pink, and then it starts to turn purple. And about this point, you guys are all kind of like off in your own little worlds a little bit. Gamzee, you're echoing. And an owl hoots, and we see somebody snap out of their reverie when the owl hoots.
And it's definitely going to be Lawrence.
Okay.
Because he tends to get an ear out for, okay, it's getting late.
Okay. Yeah. So the Lawrence, it's not nighttime, but nighttime comes quickly in the middle of the woods, and you don't have any idea where the fuck you are. Gamzee, you're still echoing.
I have no idea why.
Is there background noise behind you?
No.
Then something's coming through your
Wanna
mic.
check your connections or something?
My father was talking, but I don't think you guys would have been able to pick it.
Is there a TV?
Nope. I mean, there is, but it's off.
I mean, sometimes leaving and rejoining will work for me.
I mean, it like
Drag it up.
your thing is lighting up. That's all I know.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so it's getting dark and I know it.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
Better?
better.
Nope.
So at that point, it's like, okay, owl's hooting. That means night is about to freaking fall. And it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like next half hour. It's gonna be dark.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you did there.
Not deliberately. Dang it. Anyway, so at that point, Lawrence would be looking around and going, "Wait, maybe we should call it a night."
Sure, if you guys want to.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we can find somewhere around here to camp.
Braden gives it a big yawn.
I'm gonna look for somewhere half decent to drop a camp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Less camp, more so somewhere to start a fire.
yeah, something with the clearing.
Yeah. So we get the side wipe of the whistle while you work sequence, right? The like Salcom is like clearing out brush with his machete. Maybe Lawrence is like rolling a tree stump into place. Pierce is laying out stones in a circle for a fire. You know, all this stuff. And then yeah, like you guys start setting up camp with what's available to you in the forest. Issue being no tent, no bedroll, no dinner, no bedtime story, no
I was
pillow.
about to address dinner.
Connie's gonna see if she can pin up her blanket between some trees for a lean-to.
Totally.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Laura should happily hand off the rope.
Between the rope, the walking stick, and the blanket and the trees.
Yeah, there's enough.
Make that roll, Rockham.
Yep. What do I roll for this one?
Bow.
Oh, gotcha.
Nice.
Make sure you haven't shot any of the magpie's relatives.
So what is everybody doing while Rockham leaves to go hunting?
Who's our little blacksmith?
Lawrence.
Alright. If I get a bunch of branches and whatnot, could you try using them to put up little tiny huts for everyone so we don't get
We don't have much in the way of shelter. We've got Connie's blanket, and that's pretty much the long and the short of it.
Yeah.
Everything else we would have to scrounge, and I'd have to be very careful and very quick.
okay.
Well, I could give a hand.
Make another lean-to.
I'd probably do the usual and go with Rockham then.
Okay.
I would tell you to stay, just keep everyone safe. I'll be back in an hour and a half-ish probably.
That's probably the better option.
Lawrence, are you making a fire?
Yeah, I'd be helping Pierce.
I mean, you're literally the only one who can, so that's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
I was gonna say I'd offer my machete to use to make.
I mean, I've got flint and a whetstone and all that. So.
Yes, but you can also summon fire.
That too.
Don't you have a thing that lets you summon fire? Like, you can make a roll for that, can't you?
Yeah, I can make a roll.
Yeah, make that roll.
I think it's the button I hit.
I see it right
There you go. So all of you like jump a bit as as
Pierce isn't too surprised because he's seen his mom do a lot of stuff.
right, but still, there was a fire where there wasn't a fire.
Yeah.
So Rockham, what are you looking for specifically?
Squirrels, rabbits if they're still around, small stuff.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go
you
hunt, like,
can
a deer
easily
or
get
a
a couple
bull
of
or anything.
rabbits, no problem.
Just enough to keep most of us fed, if not all of us.
Sorry?
Just enough to keep most of us fed for the night, if not all of us.
Yeah. So, about an hour later, people are like fixing up Connie's lean-to. Connie, you're probably addressing the like swollen nose on Lawrence and your own headache.
Yeah.
And Rockham, you come back with like 3 rabbits tied to your belt.
Nice.
I got dinner.
That works.
I
need to skin
mean,
'em.
you sort of got dinner. It's 3 whole
Still need to
bunnies.
cook it.
They need to be skinned.
I mean, Sokam ate the freaking pie, so this is dinner for the rest of us.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What?
Wait.
I just pulled up my thing and I'm looking at items. Was I not supposed to put anything there?
No, you can't. What did you have?
Loaf of bread.
You have a loaf of bread then.
I put that in notes. Because it's not.
I did
it's
too,
not-
and it vanished on me.
Yeah, so, a quick question. With the exception of the twins, does anyone know how to turn a rabbit into dinner?
No idea.
No.
By fire.
I mean, Braden might know how to skin a rabbit to cook, but
I can handle it, it's fine.
Pierce
Okay.
is definitely not gonna know how to do it.
So,
Lawrence might by osmosis.
so I'm going to need everyone who is under the age of 10 to make a heart roll.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, this is not gonna be pretty. Okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay. So you guys can deal with Rockham ripping these bunnies in half and like cutting out their entrails and stuff, or you can be squicked out. Because you passed, you can decide.
I'm gonna say squeaked out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting here like.
So
Cutting where I
Pierce
need to pull this
leaves
guy
the
back.
fire and goes and hides. Connie?
I think Connie isn't so squicked out that she would hide, but she's definitely not watching.
Okay.
I mean, can let Braden go comfort Pierce?
Yeah.
Oh,
Buddy system.
Do that.
Aw.
Won't be enough to feed all of us, but.
You know, keep you alive.
We'll at least all have food.
So I'm not gonna go get a deer or something, so I'll have to leave most of it here. And plus
Can Connie go look to see if she can find some nommable vegetation?
Yeah, totally. You
Another buddy
have an
system.
herbalism skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it.
Someone going with her?
It's getting dark, Connie, so you might want to be careful.
I mean, the fire's set and it's not going anywhere.
True.
Can I like roll to see if I like notice Connie like leaving to go get the?
I have an herbalism kit, not an herbalism
That'll work.
skill.
Yeah, good enough.
Are you going by yourself, Connie?
No, she would probably bring someone.
Okay, Braden's volunteering, it sounds like. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say if I noticed, I'd probably like nudge Pierce to say, "Do you want to go give her a hand?" Say we're going by yourself.
Yep. So you and Braden leave, Connie, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. So who's cooking the rabbits?
I'll probably pass them off to Sockham.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I like chop some branches, set up a little rudimentary?
Yeah, you can totally roast them up,
yeah.
barbacoa style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
Spit roast is totally feasible.
I was thinking like a bit more rustic than spit roast, Trisker. I was thinking like you flay it and you hold it open on sticks and you cook it lengthwise.
Ooh, that sounds. Ooh, wow, that does sound good.
And then because there's so little meat on rabbits, you would then scrape it and put it in the pie tin probably.
Probably, yeah. I'm gonna adjust the skins the best I can while we're here.
Yeah.
A little adventure, making Tresker hungry tonight.
You want to save them? You want to save them, Brightwind?
Yeah, best I can. I know I need like an actual setup to like air quote salt them, whatever the equivalent of that would be nowadays.
And dry them. You could totally clean them and dry them and preserve them long enough to get back. Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
that's the
bunny
goal.
jerky is a thing.
Oh no. And so that would be Tinker, Brightwind.
Ooh, okay.
Oh nope, you ruined the skins.
Buzz,
Damn.
I want. I'm pondering if Lawrence would know, just as a jack of all trades kind of thing. Probably not.
No. Salcom actually is the one who usually deals with the skins. He has Tinker, I think. Don't you, Salcom?
I have 0 tinker.
Oh, never mind.
It's
Probably mine.
it's probably mostly me then.
I mean,
I probably
if you,
just bring the meals back and then the parents get it.
yeah, if Salcom or Rockham, if you want to like pass the rabbits off to your brother, have your brother clean them and cook them, and then have Lawrence deal with the skins, you can do that.
Yeah, let's just do that.
All right,
And then I
Lawrence,
can
Tinker.
keep an eye out or something.
Yep, hang on. Ah,
Oh,
Yep, I'm sorry.
hey, I'll re-roll it.
You gonna use luck?
Yeah.
All right. Use one of your luck points and mark it down, and then roll it again.
I forgot those were a thing.
Oh, that's a thing. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
You and I both.
I don't remember, is that just from the whole campaign entirely, or is that per...
And re-roll.
It rerolls every session.
There we go.
There you go. So you can set up the skins. And again, like, they're not great, but you can keep them until your dad can do something with them.
There you go.
Yeah.
They'll last a week.
And so meanwhile, Connie, you and Braden are out in the woods, and it's getting dark. Now, Braden, you have dark vision because you're a little orc,
Yep.
and Connie, does not. I don't think. But yeah, it's starting to get dark. What are you looking for specifically?
I think she's looking for wood sorrel.
Wood sorrel, okay. How long
Little
are
tiny green plant, looks like a bunch of clovers stuck together.
How long are you willing to be out here foraging?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. Make another herbalism check. Oh yeah.
Nice.
So you're like looking around. Not only do you find some wood sorrel, you find like a nest in it with some eggs on the ground.
That's an odd place for a nest, but I'll take it.
No, it's not. Like a for a quail or something.
There are a lot of birds that have
Yeah.
ground egg.
Do you take the eggs?
Here's a question.
Yo.
So, you said there's not a lot of meat on rabbits, right?
Right. I mean, that's an objective fact.
Right.
These are not particularly scrawny rabbits. There is only X amount of meat on a rabbit.
Right. Since there's like 6 of us
Right.
and 2 big boys,
Yeah, it's not a lot.
well,
It ain't much.
I don't know what would.
You're cutting out real bad, Gamzee.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't.
You're a robot, dude. I can't understand you.
Yeah, I think his connection shanked.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
I would answer, but I have no idea where he was going with that.
Yeah, Gansey tried disconnecting and reconnecting.
Nope. And so interim,
Oh.
yeah, you find some eggs. Birchmila. Hey Gamzee, welcome back. Hello.
Oh.
Hey Nightfall.
I know, Paul.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you found some eggs, Gracie. Are you taking them? Oh shit! And then my connection just died.
I just.
Yep.
Same.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
You were saying, Gamzee?
I don't know what does and doesn't exactly need to be rolled for. I don't have the base with
That's fine. You don't worry about that. You just tell me what you want to do, and I tell you if you need to roll.
I wanted to set up the bread and the rabbit to cook together.
Okay.
Ooh.
Like make like a Yorkshire pudding type thing. Like use the drippings of the rabbits to like affect the bread.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
That way everyone gets a little bit more food.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can wait a little bit, Connie will be back with some leafage to put on it too.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can put the bread in the pie pan under the rabbits and have it like soak in rabbit juice. That's totally fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right?
I didn't know if something like that required a tinker or.
It might or it might not, but just putting bread under rabbits does not. No.
Okay.
And so Connie, do you take those eggs?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you grab the eggs. Brayden, you're hanging out with Connie. You're being her forest buddy.
Yep.
You can see the fire in the distance, Connie, but can both of you make an investigate roll for me, please?
All right.
Or let me make sure there's not a better one. Hang on. I'm just gonna make sure there's not a better one. Investigate is pretty okay. Yeah, investigate's fine.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, so as Connie is like getting the eggs, maybe we see Brayden like glance around. You swear there's something in the trees watching you.
I
Oh
gotcha.
no.
Oh boy.
Right. I would let.
Like we don't even see what it might be on the screen. We just see Brayden look around and the camera zooms in a bit too much.
Right. I would let stop and let tap her on the shoulder. We should probably get back to camp.
What?
I have a feeling there's something here watching us. We may want to hurry back.
Connie, make another investigate check for me, please.
All right.
The frogs are quiet, Connie.
We should go.
Oh wow, that gave me chills.
Press walk back.
We should go, like, right now.
Yep. Hurry back to camp.
Start making our way back.
Yeah. And, you know, like, the music cuts back in as you see the fire on the horizon. You know, things, you know, lighten up, you know, literally as well as metaphorically. And yeah, you come back to the smell of roasting meat, and the older boys are tending to the fire as Pierce is reading his book nearby.
Nice.
I brought some nibbles.
Nibbles my ass. Connie rolls up with 3 large quail eggs. Or not quail eggs, like pheasant eggs.
Lawrence is staring like, oh wow. And he's got this big smile on his face.
Eggs to put on the rabbit bread.
Braden would go, like, sit next to the fire, like, trying to keep warm.
Fried eggs, anyone?
Connie, the pie pan is currently in use. You're gonna have to find a flat stone, but that's not hard.
Okay. Well, I mean, a flat stone would be hard.
You
but
can
that's
also just
fine.
boil the eggs in the shells.
Also true.
I was gonna say we could crack open the eggs on the bread to get the rabbit juice. Because I don't imagine that we would have put the entire loaf under there.
Why not?
Save some for later.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Point is, like, you guys are gonna have a good meal tonight.
Yeah.
Because Master Chef Sockham over here.
Right?
Secret ingredients!
Well done, you guys. And so we if you guys want to have a conversation while you guys are eating, now is the great time to do that. So we could cut to a little bit later as everybody has like some nibbles in their hand. They're sitting around the low fire. we see the sparks like flying up into the autumn air. You know, it's peaceful. If you guys want to like have the floor, you're welcome to do so.
Right. So so we're all clear, if there's a tiny bird pulling on your shoulder, it's probably me.
The magpie chirps indignantly.
Okay, a tiny bird that isn't Pierce's.
Pierce looks to the burb and just huffs. Because he's fed up with
The
it.
magpie mimics the noise.
I'm just gonna say
Just scream too.
tomorrow. How about we avoid any kind of field?
I mean, I
I
think
second that motion.
I think we'll be okay at this point.
I mean, I'd rather not have to lead you out of it again.
I think we're well into the woods at this point.
You'll find a field somewhere.
And if we do, we shall avoid it.
We can go around. I'm not walking in circles again.
Or, depending on how brave we are, we can go over it.
I'm not
well-
being thrown again.
Small question for the GM.
Yo,
At this point, are we outside of my normal hunting range?
no.
Okay. Just so you're all aware.
Haven't we said that you and Ma have gone way the hell out there together before?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Just so you guys are aware, rabbits and maybe some squirrels are probably the best I can do. I don't think we want to carry a deer with us. They're kind of heavy.
It would be a bit heavy, wouldn't it?
Don't get me wrong, I can and I will, but it would be heavy.
I can carry it.
You're going to carry a deer all the way to the city.
We'll carry it there, and then we'll sell it. Whatever we don't eat.
That almost sounds like a good plan, but it'd still be a pain.
Rockham has his like bow and his arrows set laying close at him. He kind of just glances at them, glances out in the woods.
Salcom, make an investigation check for me. Or Rockham, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Archer twin investigate.
you can specify red or blue.
Yeah. So Rockham, you like look out into the forest while they're talking. There's game out there. You could go while everybody's asleep, and you could get something real nice. The best time to go would be very early in the morning. You could make it back for breakfast time. We don't have anything for breakfast, so
Yeah, he'll be keeping ideas like I know Mana used to do like watches when we camped. Do we want to do that, guys? Someone's echoing real hard.
Brady puts his hand up. I can take first watch if you want.
I can take last watch.
I'll take second watch then. I'll take the middle.
I'll take first.
Oh, Brady said first.
Oh, sorry.
Third?
I'll take seventh.
If it's needed. There we go. And don't be afraid to wake me if you guys hear noises. Last thing I want is someone getting eaten by a boar or something.
Sock'em would offer to take one of the watches, but then he just wouldn't sleep instead.
Is Stockholm sitting next to me?
Sock, you could take the last watch, and Rock could go out hunting.
That's what I was about to get to that. Yeah.
Pierce the stuff to his mouth with the last of the food he had would. Well, he take a bit, give it to the magpie, and then stuff the rest in his mouth.
The magpie doesn't technically need to eat. It's a part of your psychic energy.
Again, it's a child.
Fair.
He's going to feed it.
Can I try to charm the bird?
Sure. What do you want to do with the bird?
What do we want to know?
And also, just for the sake of clarity, you mean the magpie, not Connie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Connie is the bird in both senses.
Well, so far the magpie has been a little bastard to everybody.
It has not been a little bastard to Piers. or you.
Or Brayden.
Or
Exactly.
Brayden.
I mean, to be fair,
I want to
to
say,
be fair to Pierce, it has been an ass to him.
So, what do you want to do, Salcom?
I want the best way to put this.
With your mouth.
I want to stay off of the eventually to get shit list.
Again, psychic energy. It doesn't technically shit. Okay, how do you want to get into the bird's good graces?
What a bird like? Bread?
I mean, you could give it a bit of bread.
Yeah.
You could make fun of Connie.
You can make fun of Connie.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's rude.
I can't do that. I can't do that to Connie.
Sure you can.
I just offered a big old hunk of bread.
Okay. And I think yeah, like you offer it some bread, and it looks at you, kind of tilts its head, looks at Pierce, looks back at you, looks at the bread, looks at you, and then the look on its little bird face is like, "The fuck you say?"
Excuse me.
I can't stop imagining this bird as Nero.
I'm going a little bit Flit from Pocahontas and a little bit like Scrooge McDuck.
All I heard from that sentence was exactly what Nero is.
I mean, I don't know who Nero is, so maybe.
It's in that little Discord.
Let me see. Oh, yes, basically, actually. So,
little bird.
how big is the hunk of bread that you offer it? Because I have this image in my head that I can't get out, which is everybody has eaten, there's a substantial portion of bread left over, and the bird, like, burrows into it and goes to sleep in it.
I was
That bird's gonna get eaten later.
I would probably offer a piece of bread just big enough for it to do such a thing.
Okay, then yeah, like it's like the fuck you say. It looks at the bread, it looks at Piers, and then it like flies into the bread hard enough to knock it out of your hand. The bread falls to the ground, and then you see its head just poke out.
That's adorable.
Bonsai!
Yeah.
That's usual about it.
Also, just saying, I would totally nap in bread.
That's a weirdly specific thing to want to nap in.
I mean, wouldn't you?
He's just going to facepalm.
If someone's got a bed-sized piece of bread, let us know.
Picture, if you will.
I mean,
Picture, if you will,
bed-sized-
a very large loaf of freshly baked bread, and
As well as
somebody
just
has
bread.
you trust fall into it. You go to sleep.
Yeah, you would.
Hard bread.
Well, you can't spell bread without bed.
Right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sock 'em.
Also, this is making me want to bake all day tomorrow. Thanks.
That's not what I wanted.
Welcome.
The twins want to talk to each other, guys.
Sock 'em. Would you mind trading watches with me? That way I can get us some breakfast before everyone, gets up in the morning.
Of course.
Cool. I think at that point he just picks a spot in the dirt to lay down.
Didn't we make like the lean-to or whatever?
Yeah, but we're big.
Yeah,
How big is the
they're
lean-to?
they're much too big for the lean-to.
So,
So who's sleeping where, aside from the bird sleeping in the bread by the fire?
I'll sleep near the bird in the bed.
I'm taking first watch, so I'd be like posted up against a tree.
You're-
Just kinda-
Okay.
Lawrence would
Probably-
be next to the fire because odds are good he's going to need to get up and stoke it come next watch.
Okay.
Connie's
yours would
under the
probably
lean
be in
to.
the lean-to.
Kai's under the lean-to, Pierce is under the lean-to. Oh, that's adorable.
Aww.
Okay. And so, the night passes. Brayden, you're fine. We cut to late into the night. Lawrence, you're sitting up by the fire.
I've stoked it.
Yep.
You know, fire's going anew.
Yep. Time has passed. We don't know how much. We see like the stars in the clearing overhead as the smoke rises up to it. We see your breath a little bit. It's a chilly autumn night, and make an investigate check for me, Lawrence.
Oh, heck. Hey!
Yeah. You notice, not ominously, but you notice that there's, like, you've seen animals all fucking night.
Yeah.
There's something beyond the line of the fire, like near one of the trees on the edge of the clearing.
And I can't make out what it is.
No, but you haven't been able to make out half the things.
Fair.
I swear to God, Kit, if you pull a wolf on us.
What?
That'd be my
Got it.
luck.
I'm not going to say he
Honestly,
deserves it, but
Thank you, Trick.
you're welcome. You were saying?
Honestly, I'd probably play it safe because to go off on my own, fire blind
Sure.
into a dark forest,
Sure.
and I remember what happened last time.
Very true.
I'm staying the fuck put.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I'm not gonna go
Are you-
gallivanting out there anymore.
Are you dozing?
No, I'm awake.
Okay.
Just someone's
Make a
gonna-
body roll.
Oh, you're mean.
You're a kid.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay. So you're.
Well, that was a move roll, but
Oh, well then make a body roll.
dirt. Click the wrong thing.
You want to use luck?
Womp.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll.
There you go. So yeah, so you're sitting up by the fire, and yeah, you like glance up in that direction. You don't see anything. Your eyes keep wandering over there, and then yeah, eventually you see like a figure walking calmly towards you.
So you're totally gonna
I'm
wake
on
up
my
the guy.
feet. I've got my hammer.
Yeah, okay, and it's fine. It's not threatening. It's bipedal. Again,
But
Lawrence's
I'm
perspective.
still nervous.
Yeah, it's about 12 feet tall.
mean, you have a Goliath you can wake up. If
Yeah,
you
like
do.
it's a giant. It's got like what Rockham has on its back. It's got a long cloak on, and it's just like walking up to your fire.
Don't forget, there is another Goliath you can wake up. You can very subtly
It
get
is
me up.
it is not as big as Dadliath, but it's as big.
Okay.
It's as big as the twins.
Yeah, that Goliath is 15 feet tall.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and
Is
very
it Monoliath? Are we extra dead? Is it Monoliath?
No.
She wouldn't let us see her coming.
You get the distinct
distinct
impression that this
I
figure
would-
let you see it.
Yeah, I would think for a second, and I remember what Braden said when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
And after a moment of thought, I'd put my hammer down,
Mm-hmm.
I'd sit back down,
Yeah.
and I'd say, our friend saw you earlier. Right?
Yeah. And the figure like walks up, doesn't address you, walks up to the fire and just like warms its hands for a minute, rubs them together. You can see like the little white sheen of frost on its cloak.
So, yeah, it's been chilly, and it's a good
Yeah.
thing we made the fire.
Exactly. And it's like warming its hand. And you say like my friend saw you. It doesn't react for a second. Where are the rabbit pelts?
Good question.
I was going to say, where did we put those?
You're the one who had them.
Didn't he wreck them?
No. He used
no.
he used luck.
No, yeah. I think I would put them.
Are they visible on your person?
No, I think I'd put them under the lean-to so they wouldn't.
So they'd be
freeze.
visible.
Probably.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, my brain parsed that wrong. Yeah, they would be.
Okay.
Very
Only have a
Yeah.
reason to hide them.
Yeah, like you want to dry them out so they may be visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like dries his hands or warms his hands, doesn't react. He's so big that like the top of his head is shaded. Like you can't see under his hood. He's so tall. And
That's impressive.
again, perspective.
True.
And he like stands there for a few minutes, doesn't bother you in any way, except there's a grown up again. You have no idea who the fuck this dude is, by the way. He's wearing armor, but you have no idea what that means. He's wearing like brown clothes that are far too thick, seem to be encumbering his movement a little bit.
So it's definitely so it's. I've probably worked with enough leather to know it's like heavy leather.
No,
Oh wow.
no.
This is way beyond anything I would know.
Yes, to you, he would read as like a bear wearing a cloak.
Oh.
Yeah,
Are we
Noted.
Are we dealing with a werebear?
I mean, for all
Did
Lawrence
we
knows.
trip into Lord of the Rings?
So after a few minutes, Lawrence, he like turns his head, it turns its head towards you, and he says, "You're out here alone."
Lawrence gives a little bit of a shrug and says, "I've got my friends."
Nods.
How deep is it? How deep is this guy's voice? Like how loud would he be?
He's not loud.
No.
He is.
I would imagine he's very, very quiet.
Oh
He
yes.
doesn't want to wake everyone up.
His voice is like.
It's a murmur.
Yeah, because it's like from a kid's perspective, his voice is very sonorous, but it's not loud enough to wake the others.
Okay.
And he says,
So he projects a lot for
Yes.
those who are wondering what
yes.
it means.
And he says,
Oh,
I-
it's
I'm not here to hurt you. And he says this as he's like opening his cloak so that you don't freak out. And he reaches into his cloak and he pulls out like a fish, like from Lawrence's perspective, like a huge fish.
Nice.
like a trout.
No, like a king salmon.
Yeah.
Oh, damn!
Yeah,
Nice.
belly is swollen like huge fish. And
Hello, bait.
Is he gonna put that on my machete?
shush you. And he nods at you, Lawrence, and he says, "You hungry?"
And Lawrence looks at the fish, looks back at the guy, you know, what he can see of him, says,
Mm-hmm.
we ate, but
Breakfast.
certainly use more.
He nods. He says, "I'll take those furs. Give you this."
That's a fucking trade.
Hey kid, you want some dinner?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Or breakfast.
You want dinner for at least 2 days for 3 rabbit pelts?
And he, you know,
Like
Lawrence
fucking
looks over.
in the city, you would be ripped off so hard. But
Oh, yeah.
but in the village where it's all about survival, like that's a fantastic deal.
yeah, you know, Lawrence would look at the pelts, look at the fish, look back at the pelts, and he nods. Agreed.
He like sets the fish down on the ground and steps past you, picks up the pelt, nods, and you see him like sweep his head over the others as they're asleep. He nods again, and he says, "Stay safe." Just walks back out into the forest.
Yeah.
Odd dude.
He's a hunter.
Yeah.
What's so odd about that?
I could do better.
Grace, what's so odd about that? Serious question. Serious
I
question.
don't know. There's something that strikes me as odd about him, but I can't put my finger on it.
Well,
He's Batman.
yes, he's meant to be mysterious and brooding because these are kids.
Yeah.
He is Batman as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, basically.
He's
That's how they would
Batman.
say. So twins. When Lawrence wakes you up in a few hours, like you don't notice the pelts are gone, but you do notice the huge fish by the fire.
Whoa. You got a fish while we were asleep?
Not
Where'd you find this thing?
You're asleep, Connie.
Oh, I thought this was morning. Sorry.
Nope, this is when the twins wake up to
Yeah, this is like pre-dawn.
third watch. Yep.
Yeah, better point, Rocco.
This is like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you could fish.
Wasn't me.
Was it? I think I saw him.
So I'm curious, Rockham and Sock'em. When Lawrence says it wasn't me, which one of you looks straight up?
Probably not me, but
Let me put it like this to you. You know those scenes where a character is damn near still asleep, and someone says something, and it's like more awake. They look more awake than they've ever been.
Yes.
Just that, oh dear fuck.
That's
Yep.
essentially Stockham as he reaches for his still burning hot machete from holding the meat earlier.
Why were you holding your meat on the machete? Why didn't you just put it on sticks?
I don't hold
Rule of cool.
hear better.
Fair enough.
Get up.
It starts. He would look way more awake than Rockham probably
Just that-
would.
Okay.
Oh,
Reaching
shit.
for the knife.
what? I didn't catch it. I was asleep. Probably
I
still rubbing my
just
eyes a
looked at
bit.
the map.
Then who caught it, Lauren?
Yeah, got it.
And Lawrence just sighs and taps on the haft of his hammer. Remember how Braden said he ran into someone yesterday?
Dog? I have a dog trying to claw my desk.
Hello, dog.
Bad dog. Good.
Behave.
Desk is made of metal, so not much is gonna happen.
Rockham's gonna enter that little thinky sit stance.
Mm-hmm.
Bob told me outside of the village, not a lot of people just give us stuff. That's not how the world works, he says. So what did we get the fish for?
I look around for the rabbit stuff.
You don't. Nah. Get your metagaming ass out of here.
Like, what else are we gonna give them besides one of our lives or something?
I mean,
That's a big fish.
Rockham should have fucking first checked the other children before he looked for the rabbit pelt. Come on.
I mean, they're all there. They're sleeping.
Well,
How do you know?
Look around, I
yeah,
suppose.
first thing you went for was the pelt. You sit your metagaming ass down.
No, that's. Like, I don't think I needed to say I look at every individual person to make sure.
No,
everyone's
I'm saying,
here.
why does your head
Okay.
immediately go to rabbit pelts? You don't have a concept of money.
It's either we had to give them something because of what Sockham said.
Okay,
You
that's
had
fair, but
gold.
why does your head
Not
immediately go to
gold. You had
pelt?
silver and
What else do we
copper.
have?
Didn't
That's
you?
worth it.
We
Silver
have
and
a
copper.
tiefling child.
True.
But they're there. Anyway, just move on.
I don't imagine tiefling children would be all that common. And don't tieflings have some affinity towards magic?
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds like Connie has just become a very valuable product.
Thankfully, Connie is still there.
Yes.
We also happen to have
A spell
money
book.
from Brayden.
That's also true.
I'd forgotten about that.
Book.
I'm just saying, I'm probably going to sell my necklace.
So, Lawrence, what do you tell him?
Remember that big guy that Braden ran into yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
He showed up last night.
And you didn't think to tell anyone?
Didn't know how he'd react,
I suppose.
and he didn't seem to be a threat.
He's certainly not here now. Looking around.
Oh no, he left a while back. Just Lawrence gestures to the fish. He offered me that in trade for what was left of the rabbits, the pelts.
Sockham's gonna do a little knuckle crack. So you telling me we've got dinner for maybe the next 2 days? For some
How about the next 2 days?
For a few rabbit pelts? Yeah. Yeah.
we still got a good hunk of bread, so with the bread with the fish.
I mean, the bread's also been soaking in the rabbit juices too.
Well, that was specific slices.
Yeah. But still.
Still,
This
we
is
are
something else.
up right now.
Mostly, it looked pretty cold, so I figured you needed the furs more than we did.
If I can just tell just by looking at the fish isn't enough to keep us fed for a couple meals.
Make an investigate or comprehend, whichever you prefer.
Should we both do it since Sockham's kind of the cooker?
Mm-hmm.
No joy.
You got luck if you want to reroll it.
Yeah, why not?
Boom.
I'm gonna reroll.
Still no joy.
Oh well.
Nope.
Jeez!
I
Think
don't
all the
work with
luck
fish
ran
as
out.
often as I do like game, so
It's a big fish. You could probably get some mileage out of it, yeah.
I'm baffled by it.
I suppose I don't need to go hunting this morning then.
It's a fish that neither of you have seen before.
Yeah, the big fish.
This is as big as Pa's fist. Oh no. Pa's fist.
Probably bigger.
Let me put this into
surprised.
perspective for you guys. Lawrence has to hold it in 2 hands.
Yeah.
And even then, it's probably a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence is a small child, though.
No, it's not.
No?
Lawrence is like chest high to you.
Yeah.
I just want to bring up the fact I've tried 6 times to draw a loaf of bread in the top right corner, and I cannot make it happen.
For some reason, it won't let me change the color I draw with.
Yeah, same.
I suppose here in a bit we can start cooking that and get everyone breakfast. A little early right now, but
Okay, well, I drew a whale.
works for me. Basically what we have here.
So, we can cut to everybody else waking up in the morning.
That sounds good.
What have you done with the fish in the interim?
maybe working together with the other two, get it cut into like cookable pieces.
Okay, so because you guys failed your check, you didn't get to prep for this. So sorry on the missed out treat. You cut it open, and like orange, like orbs just spill out all over the ground, wasted.
Oh, losing all that bait.
Yeah,
Probably still collect some of it.
Is any of it like pick upable?
You can pick it up, but you can't eat it.
Well, it's not.
I was gonna try grabbing like one of them and just tasting it.
It's real good.
Well, that's a shame.
This is making me sad on
It's
two
fishy. You know, if you like fish, it's real good, I should say.
Yeah.
This makes me sad on two fronts.
I mean, we both tried to reroll and it was 4-0. So
Sorry.
it's just how it is. We're only 11. We haven't learned everything yet.
But yeah, you can cut it up into more manageable pieces. So as dawn like comes over the horizon, you guys are got a little bit of frost on you. The like gray smoke is like wafting into the orange light of morning. Connie, Pierce, and Brayden, you guys wake up and you see.
No, Brayden would still be asleep. He sleeps till noon most days, man.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So Connie and Pierce
would be waking him up with a cold splash of water.
Well, either way, you wake up and you see a fish.
Well, instead of waking them up,
Where
they
did that thing
reset everyone at the top of their game. So if they wake
Morning.
Lawrence are probably arousing from where he conked back out after trading watch.
Where did this come from?
Didn't we leave the river a while back?
Lawrence sold our pelts for a fish.
You didn't.
Blink, blink.
It was a good trade.
Big fish.
Are you sure?
To who?
Size of.
Connie, make a
Remember
comprehend roll for me.
Remember that big guy you ran into yesterday, Brayden?
Brayden's asleep.
Oh, that's right.
You can wake him up. You wanna luck that, Connie?
Sure.
Let me use contact to wake him up, Jen.
Connie, you take one look at the scene around the fire. They wasted the salmon roe.
I don't think it's all wasted. There's gotta be some salvage.
It's all wasted because they failed to roll 4 times.
Dang it!
You wasted the bait!
They wasted the what?
The circle thingies.
Oh, look at this. We have all this fish.
And there's a lot of fish. But you wasted the circle things. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Right at this point, Stockholm would be holding one. Are we sure? Can't see two?
Throw it at Brayden and see what happens.
Oh God!
What?
I got a question. Is the magpie still in the loaf?
Yes. It's warm in there.
It's warm in there.
So Connie, something else interesting, which is the actual reason I wanted you to roll that. This is not, like, it's just too big to go in the creek.
Oh heck!
Wait, so where did you get this?
Lawrence said a very tall man pulled it out of his cloak.
Lawrence
Out
rolled
of
his eyes,
his-
trying to wake up.
Float?
You know how Brayden mentioned the big guy he ran into yesterday?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do, Solcom?
I think throw the stuff at Brayden.
Oh God!
What was that roll for, Solcom?
Because whatever you did, you did it
Well,
well.
I'm now awake.
What was that roll, Gamzee?
I didn't mean to click it, but since it worked, can I wake up Brayden?
If you...
By Puncino.
Do you or do you not want to use a 4 success force roll to wake up Brayden?
You may just kill him.
Or worse, it'll be startled and try to set you on fire.
Guys, do you or do you not want to use a 4 success force roll to wake up Brayden?
No.
Okay. Don't make a roll unless I call for it. As you were.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that, my bad.
So, Morris is, still trying to wake up a little bit. He says, yeah, he showed up last night. He gestures to the fish. He offered that in exchange for the rabbit pelts.
Okay. But where did he get it?
I didn't ask, and I didn't really think to ask.
Because that's a big fish.
Yes, it is.
No, I mean, like,
got dinner.
it's too big. It doesn't fit in the creek.
Get that! How did it fit into his cloak?
Good point!
Just got a bag of holding.
Hey, I have a really dumb and random question.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of magpie is the familiar?
A magic
magpie.
one. Why?
Well, I opened up the thing and it said, "How big is the bird?" I looked up how big is a magpie, and it's like, there's a Eurasian magpie, black-billed magpie, a common green magpie, a yellow-billed magpie.
It's small enough to fit on a 7-year-old's head.
I
Moving
guess
on.
it's a Eurasian magpie.
Hey guys, we got food.
Crew, you do have fish.
I don't know where it came from.
Does anyone want to wake up Brayden without 4 successes in a force roll?
Like, is there any of the fish cooked? So I can just take a piece over to him, and be like, hey, wake up.
I mean, are you cooking it? Are you cooking all of it?
I would assume we need to cook it so we can eat.
Then yeah.
Well, not all of it.
Wait. Okay, there's an idea. Set up a little structure so the smoke off of the little bit of the heat, a little bit of the smoke cooks the fish. That way we can preserve it a little better.
Do you know how to smoke things to
I don't know
preserve
if I
them?
know how to do
I was gonna
that.
say that's tough to do over a campfire.
I mean, wouldn't Rock know how? Wouldn't Ma teach him how to do something like that?
I think most of them would be
Rockham
roast it if they need to eat.
Rockham probably understands the concept, but he's far from being able to do it.
Like, for me, it's either roast when you need to eat out in the field or bring it back home.
Yeah,
That's it.
Okay, then we're just
because
I'm normally not gone
Goliath
overnight.
absolutely has a smokehouse.
Oh, yeah. We, however, do not.
Nope.
So I say we just cook what we need.
You have a pie tin. That's true.
we have a pie tin, we have fish, and we have a machete.
Yeah, roast fish keeps longer than raw fish, so there's that.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, basically.
Is anybody waking up the orc?
Yeah. I think what Connie is going to take like a leaf or something and like stick it on the barb on her tail, and then just tickle his nose with it.
Okay.
In my mind, that equates to somebody's tail just got bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Brayden, what happens when a moth wakes you up? When a moth on your nose wakes you up?
I mean, the obvious thing is to swat it.
Okay. So kind of you get your tail slapped.
Does he wake up, or does he just smack it and go back to sleep?
Smacks it, rolls over.
Yeah.
Want me to try?
Absolutely made the most depressed whale ever.
I mean,
Wait.
like, all I'm saying is Sockham absolutely woke him up with that roll. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I've had a headache afterwards. If not a broken
Oh,
What I'm thinking is we offer him a piece of fish, and the smell will probably wake him up.
I mean, I have an incredibly twisted idea. If any of your characters are particularly impish,
Oh
No.
dear. What you got in mind?
put an
I have
ember in his
my
boot.
own-
Oh God, that's mean.
No.
Do what?
I said
Put an ember in his
put an
boot.
ember in his boot.
What's that weird stuff that fell out of the fish?
The row?
I believe Pierce is asking.
I mean, I am, but
Is
I
Nightfall
wanna
asking
know-
or is Pierce asking?
Nightfall is asking.
Fish row.
Okay. Is it like
Bro,
It basically doubled the value of the fish.
Yeah.
Before we wasted it.
Yup.
so?
Uh,
Is it like squishy or something?
Yes.
yeah.
It's caviar, but not.
Yeah, dude. It's fish eggs.
Mage hand some and drop it on Brayden.
Oh, God!
Yes! Make that roll.
Nice.
Works for
Oh,
me.
God! Do it!
Make the mage hand roll.
Do it,
Oh,
do
God.
it, do it.
Yes.
Hey.
So where do you drop it?
Sport.
On
I
his-
half want to drop it on his head.
I mean, you can do that.
I do it.
Okay, so Brayden, you get like a large amount of bird crap fall on your head.
Morning,
Imagine,
sunshine.
imagine if you will, a cat vomiting on your cheek. That's what splats you. Whether or not that wakes you up is up to you. I feel like that would wake up the dead, but you know.
As soon as
Yeah.
I spring awake, jump up, it's like, ah!
She's already hiding behind a tree.
And of course,
While I'm screaming this off my head, it's like, ah!
Okay, hang on. Pierce fucks off and hides, which means Rockham, the person who last touched the fish eggs, has what you wipe off of your face on his hand.
oh no.
Plus, I'd be nearby waiting to offer him a piece of fish, so.
I wipe it off, I
Morning.
forced awake, I'm like, what's going on?
Morning, eat this, and I give him a piece
this,
of cooked fish.
this like pink stuff in my hand. I'm like, the hell? I look at Rockham, see him having it in his
I'm
hands.
gonna kill
I look at it, I look at him, and I lunch at him.
I mean, I was gonna offer him a piece of fish, but
Well,
No.
now it's a brawl, so that's gonna be a force roll.
Wait, hold on. Was it Rockham or was it Sockham?
It was Rockham.
Rockham, yeah.
Rockham that had the fish eggs.
Yep.
I mean, Sockham had it too because he picked up a couple of them.
But I'm closer.
Yeah, Rockham is substantially closer.
Alright, what
Okay.
am I rolling?
Force
boy.
from Brayden, and then you can either roll move or force if you want to get out of the way or to stop him.
But 2 successes.
You have the same body stat. Holy shit.
Wow, that's
Wow.
Can I step in to stop them?
Yes, but not. But that's after this turn resolves.
Okay.
So yeah. So you're like you look into stuff. Rockham's like, you want some fish, and then suddenly there's an orc in your face, Rockham.
Put a hand out to try to stop him.
Yeah, here's the crazy shit. He's as strong as you are. And so it's like you go to like stop him like you do with Lawrence or Connie or whatever, and like he fucking just like shoves your hand away and impacts your chest. You both go down, tumbling in the dirt, and now Salcom, you can do something.
Yeah, because if he doesn't, the fight's on at this point.
Oh yeah.
and you know,
Why are
In
you
all
rolling
of
for a
this-
loaf of bread?
Throwing his bread at us?
I'm confused.
throw the bread at him maybe.
That was a magical misclick, but
I mean,
What were you aiming for?
Hold on,
Again, don't make a roll until I call for it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I was just gonna step in and hold the
forward
rope.
here.
One
Hold.
person at a time.
Go, Gamzee.
I was just gonna step in and grab Orky Boy
Brayden.
Brayden?
before things started getting bad, but
You cannot step in before things start to get bad.
Yeah.
You can, however, pick him up off your brother.
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I should say, or you can try.
yeah, I'll
Can I put forward an idea?
What's up, Delta?
Offer the bread of friendship.
No,
Offer the fish of friendship.
I mean, you're currently consumed with an orcish blood rage, so
Friendship bread is delicious.
so
for the record.
make a force roll. Delta oppose.
Force roll. Okay.
Yeah. So you drag Brayden off of your brother, Salcom.
I'm glad it wasn't 4 successes.
Right.
Brayden's still angry.
Why would you throw that stuff in my face? Why am I silly?
I didn't throw that stuff in your face,
You've got it over your hands.
and that immediately makes me guilty.
Yes.
Can I take the piece? Is he being held back, or is he just like?
Yeah, no,
took off me?
he's being held back.
Can I take the piece of fish and just shove it in his mouth?
Yes.
Shut up and then eat your.
So about this point, Brayden, you look around. There's a huge fish carcass on the other side of the fire. There's fish roll all over the ground. Pierce is gone. And you, Brayden, immediately see footprints on the far side of the fire.
And you have a
Connie
piece of
is
fish in
laughing
your mouth.
hysterically.
Wait. Pierce.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm just gonna wipe myself off after
Oh,
that.
I didn't mean Pierce's footprints.
Right. As I look at the fish, it's like curiosity overtakes us. Like, where'd the fish come from?
Food fixes everything.
That's what I want to know.
I would turn Brayden so he's facing me. Long story short, we made it. A late night deal was made with a very tall man to get
In a back alley.
Long story short, we made a late night deal with a very tall man. There's your fucking tagline right there. Holy shit.
That's right. Oh wow.
No time to explain. We made a late night deal with a very tall man. All you need to know is we have a fish now. This is less a little adventure and more Shadowrun Pink Mohawk. Like,
So I look up my of confusion. With who now?
You get to devour it.
And Lawrence just, holds a finger up. You remember that big guy you ran into yesterday?
Big scary man who pointed a stick at me and was scary.
Uh-huh. He showed up last night. He showed up last night.
Connie, this is your first time hearing this.
Again, why?
I thought she already heard the explanation.
Not this part.
Fishy commented, then where did he get it?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right.
And
Food.
Because giant fish is too big for river.
Creek.
Crick.
And Lawrence says, he offered a trade.
Wait, she's tiny. It's a river.
And
Sorry, go on.
you trusted him?
He didn't seem like a threat.
He pointed a stick at me.
He didn't actually point it at you. It was just in his hand.
Yes, but he doesn't know that.
True.
kid.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And it was a very big stick.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. Like, the arrow would be pointing at him. The bow just wouldn't be drawn.
I mean, he was carrying a big stick. He did walk very softly.
True. Basically, what we're saying is Teddy Roosevelt was a fisherman. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ah,
So, Pierce, what are you doing while all this is happening?
can I try to sneak back into the lean-to?
The lean-to
you're
is
getting
not
exposed.
private. Like, you can sneak
Okay.
back into the lean-to, but you're immediately visible.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay hidden behind the tree where I am.
Okay. Do me a favor and roll for your familiar.
Oh dear God.
You want to roll poorly.
Oh God.
You
okay.
want to roll poorly.
It's
Wow.
not gonna happen because I have so many points in this.
No, that's the joke. No. So Brayden, as you're like comprehending the situation, the magpie like hovers in front of your face and then flies right toward Pierce.
God damn it.
Betrayed.
Oi.
Try to shoo the bird away.
Dang it, Starscream.
What's the fucking familiar's name, Nightfall? You need to decide.
I need to come up with a name.
Maggie.
Starscream.
Okay.
Maggie.
At this point, it fits.
Stars.
Let's see.
Nevermore.
You bastard.
No. I mean, no. That'd be Pierce's mom's familiar's name.
Oh yeah, because
That. Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying.
Munnin.
Pierce's mom's familiar's name is Poe.
I was thinking Hugger and Munnin.
Lavina?
Lavina, okay.
It's actually really pretty.
Yeah.
So yeah, so everybody can see Pierce ineffectually shooing away his own familiar.
Dare to join us.
Traitor.
At this point, I've sat back down by the fire.
Oh yeah.
No. It's, I would say, like, saying to let Sockham, okay, you can let me go. I've calmed down. I'm fine.
So I can let you go and you immediately punch him in the face.
And you can certainly do that if you want to.
Wait, punch who?
Sock him.
Oh.
Retaliation, perhaps?
I mean, he doesn't actually punch you. Do you let him go?
No.
I mean, I would have.
There you go.
Okay.
Am I still getting punched?
No, that was me, not him.
You know, a joke.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
After being released, I'd go over and get something to eat. Like a normal person.
If I'm getting punched, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
there's plenty of
retaliation.
fish.
Yeah, there's plenty of fish.
I mean, maybe
You can make a website out of that shit.
Plenty
I
of
mean, there
fish.
probably is.
Now, Kit,
Now you gotta look.
I have a very odd question.
Odder than your last one? Mm-hmm. Quote, am I getting punched?
If the guy had seen my necklace, would he have taken note?
What's your necklace?
It's teeth from those lizard things.
Oh, he didn't make any notion of it.
I assumed he hadn't seen it because it was dark.
You can assume whatever you want.
If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, Sokkum killed some lizard people and turned their teeth into a necklace.
Yeah.
He killed some freaking kobolds.
So, what you guys up to? What's your plan?
Food.
I mean, Lawrence is hunkered down by the fire, making sure it's still going.
Oh yeah.
Whenever
you know,
Pierce
he's also-
comes... Sorry. Go ahead.
He's also watching the sky to go, okay, when do we need to move?
I mean, whenever.
'Cause it's
Not-
still early.
Yeah.
Side
But
note,
it's 3 days to the city.
whenever Pierce came out of hiding, Connie just gave him a very quiet high five.
Nice.
Here's high fives are back.
So while Braden's sitting eating, he's just like glaring at Pierce with that like kind of looks like, I'm going to get you back for that. You realize that, yeah?
I will have my revenge, boy.
That's Kit's line.
Ooh, do we have some way of storing the fish without letting it smell?
Well, yeah, we're roasting it.
We all know what you have in your inventory, so
There is the whole point of the smell of noms might attract a bear.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
And the bear will be future gnomes.
I mean, more power to ya. The rest of us will be running.
GM
probably do.
notebook. Throw bear at Sockum.
You're
Literally just out of the stratosphere.
You're underestimating Sokkum. He's just as dumb as I am. He'll totally fight it.
Yes, that's the
Throw
joke.
bear.
Oh, and by the way, when I said throw bear at Sockum, I meant literally.
Are you going to trebuchet a bear at Sokkum?
All I could imagine
Yes, yes, I am.
is
What's your plan, people?
I mean, I've still got the pouch I can put the fish in.
Let's see.
Maybe. Yeah.
That pouch currently has money, a canteen, berries, and like.
I was gonna say
It
that's
doesn't have
gonna be
berries
a
in
nasty ass pouch.
Do we
Doesn't
have
have
anything
berries
else to
on
put it in?
How berries in?
You have a pie
I
tin.
mean, I gotta be carrying this with something.
We could try and make a bindle stick out of the blanket.
Ah!
Not your good blanket.
Fish
Not for
oil-
the fish. We can move stuff out of his pockets and put the fish in the pockets.
Yes, I'm just
Or
thinking
something
like
else.
fish oil blanket. Ew.
Yeah, no, that's not a fun image. And there's like the canteen and stuff.
Okay, question.
Yo.
Could I use, theoretically, I mean, it's not the most sanitary thing, but could one of us just use a shirt or something?
Yes, and also sanitation. What's that? Can I eat it?
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's a type of fish. It has salmon roe in it.
I was just thinking more along the lines of like wrapping oily fish in a blanket is gross, not necessarily unsanitary.
I mean, like, I don't know if the
the
pie tin
smell
would
is
be
never
close
coming
to-
out either
You know,
way.
not to put too fine a point on it, folks, but you could just make a basket
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Out of
Would
Yeah.
that, like,
Yeah,
with sticks, maybe?
out of
I've got-
wood. Yeah.
Grab some
Yeah,
sticks.
we'd have to soak it a little bit so it's soft, but yeah.
I've also got the ball of twine that we can use.
wait.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
No, that's a bad idea. Never mind. I'm not.
Somebody's gonna need to tinker some materials together.
I can go get some
Yo.
sticks. I'm not doing it, though.
I was
You
about to
rang.
say,
All I have
was
is
about-
program. I don't have tinker.
I'll tinker.
I'll go grab some sticks for you.
Good.
Wait, what would program even be used for in the
In this, nothing. Tells when the loop takes place in modernity.
if? So that's a waste point.
Yep.
Oh,
Oof.
Derp.
But
I mean,
Lawrence
to
can
be fair, if you're
use
dealing
it.
with a golem, you're in business, Nightfall.
yeah, if we find one.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Thank you.
But in the meantime, if we are gonna make the basket, I can put that together.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you the ball of twine then.
All right.
Is
I'll go get you some sticks.
basically what you need to do is somebody needs to go down to the creek, get some reeds, bring it back up, and then you can like make a basket out of it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Don't forget the
Alright,
buddy system.
Hilarious personal point. I do actually know how to weave like that.
So who's going down to the creek?
I'll go.
Pierce. Oh, no.
I can get the
Pierce
most.
can go with.
No,
I guess.
no, not Pierce. It was Braden.
Oh no, not going.
If no one else volunteers, I will.
I can get the most things with my machete, so I'll go.
So the twins are
I mean,
going.
I've got a small knife.
Mhm.
The twins and Braden are going, or
Oh, well, if the other twins and Braden are going, I'll just stay.
Okay.
But now the others.
okay.
And
So
the two with weapons to be able to cut things.
Can I just point out the fact that of the 3 times the party has split, Braden has gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's telling.
Like, I volunteer to go, but I don't want both twins to go at the same time, because we're the shields as far as I see it.
Like, I don't mind. I'm just saying, like, somebody has a knack for wandering off.
You know, I do have enough rope. I can just tie him and he'll stay put.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
don't
the tree.
we,
So,
why don't we make a
we'll-
little vest and just tie him to Soccer's back? Like
you
a
should do
little
that to
baby carrier.
Pierce. You should do
I'll
that to
pocket that idea
Pierce.
from here.
But why don't we have Rockham stay?
Yep.
I'll go with Braden and chop as much stuff as I can.
Oh. Cool.
Yep.
So, cut to an hour later. It's still early.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make that tinker roll, Lawrence.
Yep.
And back.
Welcome back.
So, get up.
Yay!
Yeah, totally. So then, yeah, like as you guys, as we get the next shot of you guys walking out of the forest, like strapped to your back, Lawrence or whomever, is a reed basket filled with like steaming fish.
And I would have no problem carrying that.
Cool.
Okay.
It'll even
Like,
keep your
hey.
back warm.
I mean, let's be honest. Whoever has it is the biggest person at risk for bears.
Right.
I have a question as you guys are departing. Does anybody take a torch? You have a fire.
Yes.
We should probably put the fire out before we leave.
I mean, I've got fire magic.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you guys take a torch.
Honeywell, yeah.
Not a bad idea.
I will make it work.
Out of
A stick.
out of a tree? Is that what you just said?
Just rip an entire tree out of the ground. Maybe in 20 years.
This is how you burn down a forest.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to chop a branch off the tree, turn that into the thing.
Yeah, I mean that's less make a torch and more set a branch on fire, which is fine. That's what I expected you to do. But when you said make a torch, I was like, do you have pitch?
Yeah, not really.
But I'll just
You could probably improvise with some tree sap.
I was gonna say that.
In theory, what are you gonna use for linen? You gonna chop
off
up the
some of the
blankets and make a
sleeves.
torch?
But my blanket.
Still have the bolt of twine.
We do.
True.
And I've got enough rope I can,
Twine.
disassemble.
Okay.
You see, I
so-
was gonna tear off my sleeves, but I don't have any.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. You take the branch, chop it to a much more manageable size, then wrap the wicker on it and put some tree sap on there to stick it to the.
Yep.
I have made the burb in the upper corner of the map.
Yay.
And the bread.
Speaking of burbs, out of curiosity, any sign of a mama burb?
Make an investigate check. Wow, Gamzee's making a tinker roll to make a torch.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just.
Who won't make sin investigate?
Damn, Sock'em!
Oh.
Dang!
Nicely done.
Sock'em's got like a proper torch. Well done. So you're looking around for a raven. You do see a raven.
Looking at us.
Mm-hmm. Looking at Piers.
Right.
Can I roll for metal?
For what?
Nothing. It's a stupid joke. I heard.
Fair enough. And so you guys set off out into the forest again. That, by the way, the smoking torch will keep bears away. So.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Nice.
Because the smoke wafts and it does why it's smelling like potential fire.
So you guys are marching through the woods. Do you have anywhere in particular you guys are heading, or are you just heading in the general direction of the city?
We're heading in general direction, I imagine.
Yeah.
You just gonna throw some
City.
dirt over the fire, Rockham?
Yeah, just to make sure it doesn't catch anything while we're going.
Who's leading?
I'd imagine Socken would be in the front because he has fire.
I'll bring up the back.
Okay. And so, Sock'em, I'm going to need a comprehend roll from you, please.
That's a discussion to have, probably, Grace.
Yep, that's a discussion to have in a moment, Connie.
How much luck do I have?
That's up for you to determine. Like,
It should be on your character sheet.
yep, you have one left.
For this session?
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be worth it. Something YOLO. No.
That was loud and painful.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Well
So,
done.
yeah, so you're going the right way, and as you start walking, Connie, this is when you notice the burp.
I think Connie's gonna change up her pace a little bit, so she's walking abreast with Pierce. And she's gonna say, "You're being tailed still, by the way." Just glance back and keep walking.
Pierce glances back and looks a little panicked,
It's like, wait, shit.
pretty much.
But on the bright side, she hasn't tried to stop us, so
Yeah, but
I mean, let's face it.
Probably.
If your mom wanted to ground you right here, right now, she would.
True.
true. I could try to poof it, but I don't think I'll be able to.
Maybe it's just a friendly bird.
None of the rest of you hear this, and also I love how Pierce refers to everything as poofing.
Yes, because that's all it does is poof.
I mean, Connie poofs when she wild shapes.
Yeah.
Poof of smoke.
Do you think the others have noticed the bird?
I doubt it.
I mean, worst case scenario, we can rock shoot it.
Okay, real talk, if you shoot the bird, Mom Wizard's going to magic her way there right then.
Why would I waste an arrow anyway?
That's a very good point. Those are very good points.
Because I remember in one of the session zeros, one of us was in danger, and she literally teleported and bubbled.
That was actually Rockham's.
Yeah, it was someone's session zero. So she does have teleport magic.
I mean, she hasn't stopped us yet.
Wait, if she can teleport, why didn't she just teleport us to the festival and back instead of having to take the time to walk for 2 days? We could have lost 1 day instead of like 5.
Because they said no.
Because they said no.
Normally, kids are supposed to listen.
Normally,
Well, kids have
Normally,
you met?
no. Supposed being the operative word.
The festival
They're
is also
supposed to.
not. The festival is also in 3 days, so like
Yeah.
teleporting you now would not like do anything.
No, what I'm trying to say is, why didn't she just teleport us on the day of the festival?
Because the day of the festival
day
hasn't come yet.
We don't know what happens in the future.
I mean,
Maybe
it's
she
2
will.
days now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pierce chooses to ignore the bird's presence, hoping that
Okay.
Mama doesn't do anything. And just nudges Connie and says, just keep an eye on it, okay?
Can do.
Trace, your keyboard is loud.
No, I'm sorry.
Clickety clap.
So as you guys are walking through the forest, do you like head back towards the road, or are you gonna stay in the wilds for a little bit?
Are we far enough away from the town?
No, you didn't get very far before you made camp.
Then
We got lost in the corn.
Mm-hmm.
There's an episode title.
The Corrin student.
I say we stick to the woods a little longer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Do you have any particular like route in mind, Salcom, since you're leading?
Forward.
Helpful.
I like that answer.
I like it. Simple, easy to remember.
And so you guys
Worked in the
are
cornfield.
making your way through the forest in the generally right direction. Salcom, pass the roll.
Yeah.
And as you approach, or as you move along, rather, we see this like canyon. The forest like splits. One side is where you are. The other side is more forest. There's a crack in the ground that goes down forever. You think you
sure
could?
it's not a ditch?
What?
It's kids. They might think a ditch is the biggest hole in the world.
You think you can see water at the bottom? It's much too wide to jump across.
All right, everyone, get ready because we're going on a road trip.
We're going on what?
We're going where?
No, you
was-
cut out.
I was making a joke that I was going to throw everyone across.
Oh.
That went terribly.
It's too far for that too. It's like a mile across.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh.
Maybe there's
The whole
I was gonna suggest trying to fly the end of the rope there and tying it, but
I
that might be a little
literally-
far.
You also might fail the roll once you get over there.
I was gonna
Also
say
possible.
that might be a little much, even for the length of rope I've got.
Birchmill and me and you had the exact same idea. I was just about to say it.
I mean, the other option is to try and climb down and then up again.
Or look for a way around.
This might not have a bottom.
Yeah, it goes forever, guys.
Maybe we should go back to the road.
Maybe.
I head towards the road because there should be a bridge.
You have no idea where the road is.
Crap.
Salka might, but the rest of you don't. Well, Brockham might, but the rest of you don't.
I can try and look around if you guys want.
Yes,
Sure.
please.
You know, wander around, see if I can find the road.
So you're looking for the road?
Yeah.
Make a comprehend roll.
Alright. Comprehend. Boop.
Hey,
Yay.
Yeah, the road is, like, you know on which direction the road is. But the canyon doesn't pass under the road.
right.
So there is probably an edge to this canyon then. Or it turns. One of the two.
The road is pretty far away. Like, you're trekked inland. It would take you probably till lunchtime to get to the road.
It might take us a few hours, guys, but we can get back to it.
I would
Still
say,
push forward a bit.
follow the canyon towards the road as far as when the canyon closes so that we can go around.
Can
Sure.
Hurst is going to like
And who knows,
Just go
maybe we
rock
can find
into
a
the
fallen
pit.
tree across it or something.
Exactly.
You throw a rock into the pit. Pierce?
see how long it takes to fall.
Okay. how do you measure that?
When you hear a clack,
You count the seconds until you hear it.
Right. How do you
Yeah,
have a
count
modicum of how
seconds.
long a second is?
Mississippi
1,
County.
2, 3.
Or some other
4.
long word.
I counted.
So Mississippi.
So you just count?
Yeah.
Okay. You throw a rock. You say 1, 2, and crack. Heavy rock.
Heavy rock.
so there is a ball.
I mean, we probably hit the wall, but I don't know that.
Kanye's gonna try and throw a rock a little further. One,
Like-
two,
I mean,
Like out?
just hand it to
out.
Then yeah, like 1, 2 splash.
Okay.
You heard it. You heard a splash for sure.
Well, there's a river down there, that's for sure.
I think our safer bet is to go around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. So you guys head toward the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You head toward the road. You're following the side of the canyon, and eventually you see like an old moss-covered log, like a huge like redwood tree, falling across this canyon.
I turn to rock. Turn to Rockham. Wait, is it Rockham that's got the machete?
That's
Or is it
Sockle.
Sockle? I turn to Sockam and say to him, hit the tree with the machete. See how
It's
easily
already
it goes-
it's already across.
No, hit the tree with the machete to see how easily it goes through to see if it's rotted or not. If it's
Oh.
rotted, we're not crossing that.
Good call.
Good call. That is good.
Should I hit it proper, like style?
Give it a
or-
good smack.
Give it a good wallop.
Oh, who's crossing first?
Wow.
Oh,
Well then,
that tree's going down.
I was gonna say.
the tree wasn't dangerous before. It definitely is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sockle, you give it a good whack. Like, do you hit it vertically or horizontally?
Vertically.
So you come down on this thing, cut through it. Your machete goes all the way through, down to the like stone underneath. It like jars the machete. You almost drop it. The slice falls inland, almost hits your brother, and then the tree falls into the canyon.
God damn it.
It's a good thing we didn't walk across that.
Lord just stands there and looks at the fallen tree.
I just give Sakura a high five.
I'd say in the group, are you glad I suggested
Okay.
that?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. When it fell in, it didn't fall away. It just like slid inward and then down into the wall. So now there's a slanted tree going up the opposite direction of where you are. So you could like theoretically climb down the wall onto the tree and then climb up the tree and then jump off.
Kid, I would like to put this little image in your head.
Mhm.
When this happens, both Pierce and his magpie face palm at one.
I was thinking they covered their eyes.
That's pretty much the same thing.
I vote we send Pierce across first.
Want me to go across first? I'm heavier.
I'd say send.
I mean, you don't
Sorry.
have to go across at all. I'm just letting you guys know.
You know, I could try and go across when I'm really, really light.
Yeah, we'll send. I want to
Lawrence
have.
had an idea.
Lawrence has an idea. Oh dear, what's up?
Got enough rope.
True.
Lower everybody down one by one.
You could just climb down the side of the cliff.
Didn't know how sheer it was.
It's a fucking forest like sinkhole cliff. It's rocky as fuck.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, is this like sheer or?
No. It's rocky AF.
Okay, so you can scramble down.
So it's a rock wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
Might I suggest tying the rope to people that are going across first, just in case it gives away?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then when they
Yeah.
get over, they can untie themselves, send it back,
Well,
and
who
do
should
it.
we have do it though?
I can be the gopher.
Well, we obviously send the heaviest over first. If the heaviest,
Is it
Here's a
really
thought.
smart for all of us to cross at once?
no,
No, it's not.
No.
one at a time.
Here's an idea. So I don't know how many times Connie can do the little bird thing.
As many times as I want. I just have to pass the rule.
So just real quick, guys. I'm gonna help you out. So there's a cliff. Sorry, my mouse fucked up. There's a cliff-ish here. There's a cliff-ish here. For fuck's sake, here.
Pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are over here, ish. There
What?
was a log going across, but then Salcom rolled a 5, and now the log is doing this number with this end over here elevated like 20 feet in the air, and this one like 20 feet down the side of the cliff.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Well, I have just missed an opportunity for ice cream. But oh well.
I mean, I can. Cool.
Okay.
I'd rather me go across first, but
If I may, but here's the idea I had. So we have Connie do her little bird thingy. Take the rope across, and since we can climb down, me and Rockham go down first. That way, if any of the others fall, we can try our best to catch them. And then we have Connie set up the rope at the top of the other side so we can climb across.
Connie's too light to handle the rope.
But she can tie it to a tree or something, can't she?
Yeah.
how long is this rope though?
Like 50 feet. That's a lot of weight, guys.
Yeah.
That's why I was suggesting if we all stay on one side and send one person over across at a time, send the heaviest first, because if the heaviest can't make it, there's no point.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's why I was offering myself to go.
So it'd be a case that I tie the rope to you, you try and cross with all of us holding the rope so we can hoist you back up.
Yeah.
If it falls.
I mean, technically, Connie's the heaviest.
But
She
Interesting.
can be.
Kind of get turned into a horse.
Yep.
I feel like hooves.
that's not necessary.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay,
Oh,
here's the
I
new
know I rolled for bear, but I can't remember if I got it or not.
You did not get bear. You did get horse.
Here's a new thought then.
You also got snack.
I got snack, and I was also thinking kitter.
Kitter, snack, tiny burb, and horse.
Alright.
You think
Alright.
tiny kitter could hold the end of the rope in its mouth?
Snack probably could.
Snack it is. Snack!
Gosh, I guess.
Alright, try this idea on for size. So, we send, like, say, sock them across first
Alright.
to see if the thing holds. And if it does, we have Rockham reach under the bottom end and hold the pole, try to support it, and Sockham will do the same for the upper side. And and then we have everyone else cross.
You can make a zip line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If one of you goes across, one of the heavy boys goes across and ties it to a tree on the other side, and then the other heavy boy climbs a tree on this side, you could make a zip line.
There you go.
Okay, let's do that.
I actually like that idea.
We should tie an end on this side first, and then tie the person crossing to the rope, just in case.
Yeah, that's a good
If
idea.
I go across.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody needs to do not work. Tinker! Actually, program.
Oh. Okay.
This is your moment.
Pierce picks up the rope and tries to tie it around a tree.
No.
You do have rerolls.
I will use the luck point.
Okay.
No.
Oof.
Down to 6 luck points.
Can Pierce try and do it? Not Pierce, Braden, try
Yeah.
and tie the rope. Right, I'll try and do it. No.
Fun,
Oh.
just for giggles.
Hold on, I've got a luck point I'll use.
It's program, not tinker.
Oh, sorry.
So technically, you don't need to use a luck point yet. Now you do.
Right. No, try it.
So many zeros.
There you
There you
go.
We got there. Teamwork.
So yeah, you gotta like you see like probably Brayden, like you remember like your mom was, because your mom's she's a bard, she can do all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She probably like wasn't even paying attention one time and like put a knot in the door to hold it open on a windy day and just like tied it to like a part of the house or something.
Yeah.
And you mimic the knot that she used, and yeah, it holds.
Nice. Now we need to do that again and tie it around. Eh,
Alright, well, I can go across.
I don't care which one of us goes across as long as it's one of the twins. So.
Oh, wait.
Hmm?
Rock'em could tie the thing to an arrow and shoot it at a tree.
we
That's
did
not
Arrow
gonna
would not
hold.
go that far, and also it wouldn't hold.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just
You'd
go
get
across.
about 5 feet and it would just come off.
I'll just go across now.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll try and tie it around him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you don't need to make a roll. You can just tie it around. That's fine.
Okay, tie it around him.
So Salcom, you've got to go down about a quarter of a mile. You got to land on this tree, and then you got to climb across this gap at an angle to get to the other side. Probably going to take you most of the day. It's a long way.
How
So,
big is this tree?
miles.
Yeah, that's why I was concerned about 50 feet of rope. But
There are mile-tall trees?
yes.
Children, everything is huge.
Redwood,
Yeah,
right?
for children.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, first thing you need to do, Salcom, is you need to make a move roll to climb down this cliff. There you go. And so, how do you Spider-Man head first, or do you how do you climb?
It would be feet first.
Feet first, nice and slow, ease down the cliff.
Mhm.
Salcom is immediately swallowed by the mist. For the rest of you in the bank,
Bye.
Oof.
Salcom is
If you
just
slip, just yell, ah!
Can I send my familiar down there to keep an eye on him?
What's the familiar going to do?
Keep an eye on him.
What's the familiar going to do that sudden tension on the rope won't?
That's fair.
I mean, sure, you
the
can. You can
familiar-
say there is a
Familiar can look for good handholds for him.
How's he gonna communicate them?
Or let us know when he hits the.
Circle
log.
around them, land on them.
That's presuming that Salcom is gonna pay attention to the annoying flappy thing.
Fair. That's very fair.
See cornfield.
Yeah, right. Is there Salcom?
Tell the bird that if he falls, fly back up and jump, and they start jumps with his wings.
Again, what is that gonna do that sudden tension on the rope won't?
And
Let us know.
hopefully
Well, I
there's
guess
half
sudden tension on the rope could also mean, hey, I just ran out of rope.
True. So, Salcom,
Mhm.
the rocks are wet, which you didn't realize at first. They're like covered in like plant-like slime.
It's moss and lichen.
You're surrounded by mist, and you're just like slowly working down. You can hear, like in the distance, the groan of the tree under you as it settles. It sounds like some kind of like creature. You can very clearly see like forelimbs and wings and a maw coming out of the mist. But
Oh no!
but when you climb,
machete, right?
well,
I have my machete, right?
yeah, that depends. Are you using two hands to climb? For the record, you're not imminently being attacked. I'm telling you what
I
you
was
see.
gonna say, have fun with that, Dirk the Daring.
That's true. I'd probably just try to move a little quicker.
We're trying to move quicker. All right, make another move roll.
You got this.
Here we go, boys
You
and
can do
girls.
it.
This is where a little boy dies.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. So who's holding the rope on the other side?
probably.
Isn't it tied to a tree?
So it's just tied to the tree.
I'm probably
Yes.
also holding in case something snaps.
So Rockham is holding it. Anybody else?
Yeah, Lawrence.
You want,
we're all holding it just in case.
Yeah.
you want
Okay.
Connie to turn into a horse to sit on it?
Make it. No, you got to make the roll. Make the wild shape roll, and you didn't call it ahead of time. So okay, you're a horse, but you don't get anything with this roll. Brayden, Brayden, Rockham, and Lawrence, all of you need to make force rolls, please.
Oh heck.
I'm gonna luck that.
Yeah.
Pierce can try too, but it's not going to do anything.
There we go.
All right. Yeah. So Salk, you. Why did you roll force, Salkum?
I thought you said. Braden.
I said Rockham, Brayden, and Lawrence.
The similar names are.
I thought
Yeah.
you said me. My bad.
No.
Sorry.
So you making your move down, like I said, you see the thing coming out of the mist. You like panic, start to climb faster. You slip, you come away from the wall. You drop. The three of you feel the rope go tight. Immediately bear down. Salkum, you're swinging, like in the mist on all sides, by this rope around your waist. You swear a dragon just flew past you.
I want to bargain with the dragon.
The dragon is gone. The dragon is gone. You don't know where it went.
Dragon has fucked off.
I can't be certain of that. I'm a very bread.
What do you want to do? Whoever's in front, your feet start to shift toward the gate, the ledge. By the way.
And because
good.
I have no way, because of the mist, I probably can't tell how far down it is. It kind of.
Nope.
Let me know when I can sit on it, by the way.
You can sit on it.
I sit on it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, out of context, that's one of the greatest songs.
Hit to the side, completely useless.
Salkum, what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna try to swing back to the wall.
How loud are you screaming at this point?
Yeah, I'd be
Like, don't be calm, cool, and collected about this. Remember, you just
Oh, no,
fell
I'm not.
into the
Salkum-
void.
Salkum is easily sobbing, screaming, and swinging.
Okay. so the rest, so the rest of you hear this like strange, monstrous howl coming out of the mist-filled trench.
I'm gonna start trying to pull the rope back up.
Pull him up.
Yep, pull him up.
So Salkum, you feel yourself being lifted upward, probably by the damn dragon that's eating your friends.
Yeah, probably. He came back for a second course.
If that's the mindset, so as soon as Salkum has sight of the wall, he's gonna cut the rope and start climbing again.
Yes! Make the machete roll. Do it.
This is going so well.
Oh, this is the best!
There's someone
Yes!
Mess from
No,
this.
no.
Machete roll! Machete roll! Machete roll! Machete roll!
Okay, so Kit wants everyone to die.
Oh dear God. This is gonna
You're
be
trying
really-
really, really hard to disprove the rule that we can't die in this.
Yeah, so you grab the wall with one hand, you pull out your machete, you cut the rope. Lawrence, Rockham, and Braden, you all fall backwards on Connie the horse. Salcom, you slide down the wall as your brother frantically pulls the rope up. We see the cut rope on the
Yeah.
far end, and that's the last thing we see this episode.
Yeah, so that.
Literal cliffhanger.
Yes!
My character didn't have a freaking heart attack.
What's the difference between the lions? Cliffhanger!
Hold on, guys.
Damn.
That cornfield, though.
That was the best I could have hoped for on this fucking cliffhanger. Gracie, can you do me a favor?
Shoot.
Change the canyon on the map that I drew poorly into a dragon's head.
Wait, where is it?
Right there, yeah. Just put a dragon's head right there.
It's a literal there be dragons here.
So, let's do some shoutouts, guys. That was the first episode of our little adventure. Gamzee, give us a shoutout, dude. You've earned it.
Shout out.
Tell us about who you are, where people can find you.
Find me on Twitter, Homestuckhomie, because I'm a pleb. I'm on Twitch of the same name. If I ever stream, your best bet is going to be following me on Twitter and having me notified, because fuck if I have a schedule. That's about it. I'm not a social media guy.
Fair enough. Don't even worry about it. Delta,
Oi.
shout
Yeah.
out to it.
Hi, I'm Delta. Nice to meet you. Good slip. A joke. But you'll find me hanging about Kit's Discord. I'm your resident mad Scotsman. You'll find me playing Destiny, Warframe, a couple other games. You ever want to hang about?
And this game. Don't forget.
And Decisive Action.
Cool.
I'll
Yeah.
hang about.
Thank you for being here, Brightwind.
Hi, I'm a person who does art things. And screams as his brother falls into the abyss. I know, you might know me from other games such as Souls of Iron and Paradise and Limbo, both of which I did the character art for. So if you're interested in that, you can find me at Brightwind Inc. on DeviantArt, Facebook, Discord, what am I forgetting? Twitter. I might look into expanding that in the future. Yeah. It was fun. Thanks for having me.
Nightfall.
I am Nightfall67. I'm one of the moderators on Kit's Discord. I stream occasionally, but as for right now, I am exhausted. I see why this takes a lot out of you, Kit.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Good. Birchmilla.
Hi, I'm Birchmilla. I do art and stuff for Kit's channel, and I also play in a lot of tabletop games, and I also hang around a lot and just be a goofball. Yeah, that's about it.
Cheska.
I'm Trescare. You can find me, well, probably streaming tomorrow for what it's worth, or Monday, I should say. And you can find me over on, Twitch as well. Hopefully, if you liked what we had here, then you'll enjoy what everyone gets up to. So.
And for my part, I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that is always devoted to the lore and storytelling, world building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So, if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed the show. I'll be back on Monday with Grand Mastery Preparations, a show in which we prepare for the various tabletop games that we play right here on the channel, and then in the evening, we've got more Decisive Action with Fate Accelerated's Souls of Iron, which we didn't play last week, but we're getting back into this week, which is good because we left it on another cliffhanger. So stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games, we would love to have you. You just watched the premiere episode of A Little Adventure, a Tales from the Loop short campaign taking the place of Open Dice Night for February and March, where some new up-and-coming adventurers, long before they get their first level, are making their way in the world and trying to survive the process. I had a lot of fun. I hope that you did too, and remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see all of you very soon for Grandmaster preparations, decisive action, variety content, and a new chapter. Good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.